Thank you again for joining us. Episode 96. We're back. The team's all back together, man. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Happy Holidays to all the fans. And you're back with the infamous, diabolical, relentless, undeniable, undisputed, retaining, greatest tag team podcast champions of the world. Jordan the Juggernaut James, Sam Moneyman Bam, and my dog Wes V, the architect, and we are the Let Loose Podcast.
Yo. Goodies.
Hell yeah. First things first, man. We got another gift card giveaway. I told you it was coming, man. Christmas time is near. So, hey, this is what we're gonna do. You got to subscribe to the Let Loose Podcast on YouTube, first and foremost. And then we need the winner of my team, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, hot like fire right now. And we got my dog, Wes V, the Dallas Cowboys. So they play Sunday night, 8:25, primetime game.
Prime
Hey, so we need the winner of that game, and we need the total points scored for that game, and you will win a $25 Amazon gift card from the Let Loose Podcast for the Christmas. Something little stocking stuffer for you.
Yeah.
You know, something little, you can get your little hat, little something, you know, something to give to the kids. A
little bit of gas,
little gas or something, whatever it is, whatever you need. We all need a little something, man, a little change in your pocket. So that's what we're doing. And then we're gonna do another game, but we'll tell you about that one next week. We'll do another game, and we're gonna do another gift card giveaway. What y'all want to do, man? Do y'all want to do another college game? Do y'all want to do a college game and do another giveaway?
Yeah, we can do that.
All right,
let's do it.
All right, college game? I'm gonna let y'all get a college game, and we'll do the same thing for that one.
Yeah, let's see. Let's wait here if we hear some feedback. If we get some comment a college game you want to throw in, we'll do a random giveaway for that one. Let's run it up. Since we want to start off episode 96 with a giveaway right off the bat before you bring in your crew, bro. I'm like, damn. Hold up. Let me catch up to you, bro. Sam, you on another one right now, brother? What's going on?
Everything good, bro.
But on top of all of that, mind you, we're going to need your email. So when you comment your predictions of the Tampa Bay Bucks Dallas Cowboys game, obviously we need you to be subscribed. We need the winner, total points like my man said, and we also need you to comment your email in with your prediction because we've had some identity theft attempts on this podcast before when giving out cash and our giveaways. Not happening again. It's not happening again, ladies and gentlemen.
Let a motherfucker try me.
Yeah, we ain't gonna do all that. It's the holidays. The Let Loose Podcast. We are the gift to you that keeps on giving. So, like, share, subscribe to this podcast, please, and thank you. We appreciate y'all. Happy holidays to everybody. Appreciate everybody so much. What y'all want to do? College football? We got a lot on the plate today, man. We got Rich Rod coming back to West Virginia. We got our biggest impact players of the first round of the college football playoffs we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about in the NFL, we're going to react to Devondre Campbell quitting on the 49ers. We are also going to discuss some week 16 NFL picks this week. We got Jesus Christ, man.
Yeah.
We got all that coming, man. All that coming in. So let's get right to it. First topic of the day. Y'all ready for this?
Rich Rod?
Hey, Wes V. Your boy, Rich Rodriguez, former coach and current coach now, once again.
Coach. Welcome
West
back.
Virginia Mountaineers,
Welcome back.
Sounds like we have one happy Mountaineer fan.
I don't know about that. Well, we can get into it. I'm iffy.
So look, man, let's just talk about it, man. He returns home to his alma mater as head coach, your head coach.
Yes, sir.
He previously coached West Virginia from 2001 to 2007. Before y'all remember, he turned down the Alabama job.
Mm-hmm.
Alabama offered him the head coaching job before they hired Saban. 2007 was Saban's first year. He turned that job down, and after that, he took the job at Michigan. Wes, I'm just going to go ahead and pass this off to you because this is your team, and you have a lot more fondness of Rich Rodriguez than I do. When Rich Rodriguez was at West Virginia, you guys were at an all-time high.
One
When he was at
one
when he
game
was
away
at
from the national fucking championship, man.
Yep.
and on
One
the flip
fucking
side,
game.
when he was at Michigan, we were at an all-time low. An all-time low. Like unbelievably terrible. Like 3-9 his first season. It was terrible. I think his 3 years as he was head coach of Michigan, he won 6 conference games total. It was bad. Didn't beat rivals. Got some players in, couldn't develop the talent. It was a bad bringing the spread offense to Michigan, but that was bad. But let me know, Wes, how you like this hire, man. You feeling good about it, bad about it? Was it a good idea, bad idea? What's up? Talk to me.
I definitely think it was a good idea because a lot of people loved him, and I mean, I know there's mixed feelings, of how he left and stuff like that, and I get it, but I guess he just thought, the pastures were greener wherever else he went, Arizona and places like that, in Michigan. Um, but I feel like I watched the Pat McAfee show, and they had an interview with him. They had an interview with Nick Saban, and I can't remember who else. I think there was another person. And they all, vouched for him. And I can vouch for him too, because when he was there, like I said, we were one game away from the national championship. Unfortunately, fucking eat shit Pitt beat us. I think Larry Fitzgerald. That's when Larry Fitzgerald was there.
Mm-hmm.
And Pat McAfee missed a couple field goals that game. So if you want to blame it on Pittsburgh beating us, or Pat McAfee missing some kicks or whatever. I don't know, but that was probably in my lifetime the highest that I've seen West Virginia football anyway. And his last team that he was at, Jacksonville State, they won 45-19 or something like that. They won big, so he can still draw it up and put up points on the board. And I think with Nick Saban backing him, there's some other billionaire guy. I don't remember what his name is. He's back in West Virginia and Rich Rod. He's gonna put some money into this NIL shit. And I think all that type of stuff will bring in some good players and potentially put us back in the top 25, and maybe even pull a Colorado and surprise everybody, or maybe even a Boise State and get us into the playoff. Not next year. I would give it at least 2 years, maybe 3 years, depending on how the first 2 years go. If they don't make it in, but I do think that he'll get us out of what Neil Brown has put us in. The past 5 or 6 years, or however long he was there. We're definitely not going to go 8-8.
You feel like you're no more worse off with Rich Rod than you were with Neil Brown, because
absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Neil Brown bent his ceiling.
I think Rich Rod is definitely a better hire, a better coach than what Neil Brown was for us. Now Neil Brown might go wherever he's going to go if he gets another coaching job and light that up. I don't know, but
no time soon.
Yeah, I definitely think Rich Rod is a good pickup for us.
Go ahead, Sam.
The only thing I feel about Rich Rod, I mean, he is a good coach. I mean, his track record speaks for itself, except for at Michigan, of course. But why would you bring somebody back that you already had? You would think you'd be planning towards the future. That's my only issue. That's like having an ex-girlfriend and she done did all this or whatever. Now you bringing her back or whatever because you're desperate, Like, and I don't feel like that y'all desperate like that. Because y'all, like I say, a season away from what, 9-4, 8-4, So, like I say, Neil Brown was slacking, and then he had the high season. Then y'all let his ass go. After one more bad season. I mean, which is understandable, but
he had more bad seasons than he had that one good season.
I know, but still, though, West Virginia, man, y'all ain't been relevant.
I don't think they really backed him. I don't think they really backed him, aside from last year when he had that one good year. And that gave us a little bit of hope. But when you go 4 years, 5 years having shit seasons, and then you have one good one, and then the season after that you go right back to shit in the bed, you're not gonna have people aren't gonna have a lot of faith in you.
Right. But like I say, I just don't see going back to the same person that y'all let go of 15 years prior.
Well, we
You know
didn't
what
let
I'm
him
saying?
go. He left us. So
Yeah, I was going to say
he even
he
said
did
he's
for
got a lot.
Michigan.
He even said he's got a lot to make up for us. He acknowledges, he made a mistake. I would assume that he regrets it. If I'm not mistaken, he said, he probably regrets, doing all that shit and how it went down or whatever. So he's like, I got a lot to make up to you guys. I'm going to do everything I can, and I believe him.
That's understandable, but in a couple more weeks, you're gonna have NFL coaches that's losing their jobs or whatever. That probably been a little bit more effective to get, instead of just trying to put somebody in the place just like all of a sudden.
So
it's like,
you think NFL coaches are going to come? More NFL coaches are going to come to the college, like Bill Belichick?
Definitely
I don't
are.
know.
You think they're interested in Rich Rod?
No.
No, he's saying NFL coaches, if
NFL
you
coaches
get
are getting fired.
Oh,
All those offensive coordinators and
read
things
that one
like
wrong.
that.
Got you. Yep.
Right. I think you have more options or whatever to make a better decision. I feel like y'all just did this with a Rich Rod. Oh yeah, great, thanks. But not knowing the baggage that stuff come with, whatever. Not being in coaching, you know what I'm saying, like of y'all team for a long time. But
Yeah.
I mean, it is a step in the right direction. But I just felt like y'all could have made a better decision.
Definitely
if y'all
could
would
be
have
worse than
waited.
what Neil Brown was.
Waited. Yeah, but if y'all would have waited maybe like I say, like 2 months after the season's over with, really 2 weeks or whatever, because they're gonna let some guys go.
I would have
and then-
loved to have seen Nick Saban come back and coach because he's from West Virginia and apparently I guess he was some sort of coordinator, there way back in the day. But I would have loved to have seen that. But I don't think since it's NIL shit's, the way college football is, he
Right.
he
It's
don't want
different.
to part of that anymore.
It's different, but it's the same.
Yeah.
And that kind of makes sense to me if you put it like that, because if you think that you're talking Rich Rodriguez, and I think he's the perfect hire when it comes to, if you're looking at it from a West Virginia standpoint, like maybe we might go up, maybe we might go down, but that's going to make our boosters happy because he's so loved within West Virginia, in relation to the NIL and everything else. You make your boosters happy. You want to make the higher up everybody happy because that's ultimately where the NIL shit comes from, dude.
Right,
it's not the
right.
schools that
Right.
putting all the money in their pockets. It's the boosters. It's the, everybody else, the school can come with it too, but I'm just saying like overall. So that being said, that's going to make alum and everybody boosters really happy. And he says he owes them a lot. You got a lot of making up to do to, West Virginia. Yeah. Well, you starting off by accepting a contract where you're only getting paid $3.5 million per season, making additional 100,000 each and every year, but which ain't terrible money, but that's the low side
That's
of the
a low
Big 12.
side.
Yeah.
So that's
But
when these coaches now getting 10, 12 million
to
dollars.
me, that shows that it's not about the money; it's about results and getting dubs.
And you got to remember that, when he left and went to Michigan and he had to commentate for a year, and then he got back into coaching, went to Arizona, had like a good season at Arizona, a couple decent ones, and then that scandal came out about him sexually harassing the woman who he had an affair with that he claimed to, and she claimed sexual misconduct or something like that. But that ruined that. They fired him for that.
Right.
So now you're back here, and that's why they can lowball you with shit like that. Despite because if that scandal would have never happened, like I don't feel like he would have fell off that hard. He would have still been making more than that. But regardless, he's back now, and that shit's just gonna follow you everywhere. I just feel like if it's gonna be a good or bad hire, I can't really say because like what are the realistic expectations for West Virginia football?
Right.
He said that they want to try to bring a national championship to Morgantown. That's what he said, and that's the goal, and that's good because that should be everybody's goal. But I mean, that being said, realistically, what is the expectations? Because if you were going to do that with them being in the Big 12 now, you got a lot. The Big 12's got some really good teams in there now. Iowa State, Arizona State, like Colorado even did better this year. So I mean, you got teams getting better, and then not only that, but how would you get in the playoffs in the Big 12? You'd have to win that division.
You have to win the division.
You got to win that division in the Big 12. So with that being said,
that's the only way.
West Virginia can't have no more than like 2 losses max each year, and depending on who it's against and all that. So I mean, they're gonna have to transform into a pretty good, if not great, football team if they're gonna realistically make playoffs each year and compete nationally. But who knows if they can do it? Now, if you ask me, do I think Rich Rod can win a national championship at West Virginia? I would say absolutely not. But I don't know if he can make them respectable. If you get into the playoffs, anybody has a chance to win that shit, bro.
With the NIL, anybody got a shot at that shit now. That's
and
what
then there's that, bro. It's free agency.
They got the billionaire who knows how much money he's going to pump into that NIL and shit to get good, really good players and stuff like that. I know. I just saw today that our what is his name? What is it? DJ Donaldson or something like that. Our running back. He's hitting the transfer portal. So.
Wow.
And he was a stud for us this past season.
And he's the top dog. Yeah. They went to him more than Jaheim White.
Yeah.
Jaheim White. Hopefully he stays because he's the man too, bro.
Yeah. So when I saw that was a little bit shocking. But
the thing is, not to cut you off, my bad, but like Rich Rod will do great in getting you speed and talented players there offensively.
He said
he's on that shit, and you're gonna have explosive players left and right, dude. But his problem is he does not prioritize defense like that. Even though he was a defensive player in his playing days, he does not prioritize defense, bro. He prioritizes the spread offense. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully he hires somebody who's half competent as your defensive coordinator and people who can, help make a stand because you're gonna need defense, bro. You're gonna need defense. I know it's the Big 12 over there, but you gotta have a decent defense.
Yeah, well, I mean,
we'll see what they can do with it.
The Big 12, it's all offense, but if they actually want to do something, they're going to need some sort of good, decent defense as well. Yep.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Wes, you know what? You my dog, bro, and if you like it, I love it. That's your team. You like it? I'm with it.
I want to say I definitely like it, and I would like to say that I love it. But seeing, like I said, I watched the Pat McAfee show, and they interviewed Nick Saban and Rich Rod, and then they had the press conference and all that stuff. Like I told you off camera, I just feel like they could be putting just so much fucking pressure for it to be a 180 and go from what we had with Neil Brown and pick up right where we left off when Rich Rod left, where we're in positions to be fighting for the national championship. I don't see that right off the rip. Absolutely not when Alabama got cheated out of the playoff this season. They're going to come back next season and look to whip some ass. You got a young Tennessee team who might make some noise in this playoff if they beat Ohio State. But if they don't, they'll definitely be back next year with I'm not even going to go into trying to pronounce that quarterback's name, but he'll be a sophomore next year. Cam Ward's probably gone, but Miami...
he's definitely gone.
Miami will probably be in the conversation again. You got teams like that. Colorado might make a charge. Given that they got a really high recruit to replace Shador. So we'll see what they do next year. I like it, but I'll have to see it to believe it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. It's going to definitely take a couple years to even get relevant again.
Yeah, you got to give him some time, bro. Got to give him some time.
Class in, get him some reps. And
at least you can work the portal.
Get that money up. And it's going to take a minute.
College, the portal, a.k.a. college free agency.
That's it.
All right. Well, there we have it. Rich Rod back at West Virginia on a 5-year deal. So we'll see how he bounces back for the Mountaineers. I think it's about time to go into our next topic. Before we do so, I just want to stop this broadcast real quick.
Shut him up.
I got to stop real quick. We got paid promotion coming in, brought to you in part by our friends in Ann Arbor, Michigan, that we need to let you know that Ohio soft sucks.
I see the shirt.
Oh, my.
Mm-hmm. We counting dubs. Counting dubs.
Hey, they say
I don't remember what it's like to lose to them bums.
Hey, they say y'all plant the flag again, man. That's gonna be a felony.
Yeah.
Bro, that is
You
the
catch a charge
softest
on
shit.
that.
Man,
How soft-minded Ohio soft pussies. I'm sorry, that's what it is, bro. That's all it is. You cannot sit there and hide behind the courts, bro. You are straight up pulling a Drake right now.
I
Bro,
was just about to say that.
talking about you.
I don't know who pulling the most
a
whole shit right
felony?
now between Drake and freaking Ohio State. They
Bro,
neck
do
and
you
neck.
think, bro, do you think that making that a criminal offense, players are gonna want to do it more?
Right. Mm-hmm.
If I'm the player, I'm like, oh,
I don't know. Getting a felony, I can see a misdemeanor. They're going to brush that off, but a felony,
Right.
I mean, that's a different level of charges.
bro, I wouldn't give two fucks, bro. I wouldn't give a damn. I would plant that shit. I would plant multiple flags. Like, stop somebody. Where's all that fight? You want to go get the lawyers fight like that? Nah, bro, that's so weak.
Right.
That's so weak. That's that Ohio mentality, though, bro. Can't beat nobody. You don't like that shit done to you, bro. You don't like it. You get punched in the mouth, and you ain't the badass on the block no more.
But you know what they'll
Yeah,
say
no.
is they're in a playoff and you're in a rinky-dink bowl game.
And I'll
That's
say-
not my words.
Okay, well, these are mine. Win a fucking natty. Be relevant. Do something. Win a big game under Ryan Day.
Mm-hmm.
2 and how many against them top tier fucking opponents? Scrub, win
He's like
something.
he has
Beat
one of the
Michigan.
highest win percentages though in history.
Don't
Beat
matter when you
everybody
can't
else.
win the big games. You can't beat your daddy. Just know when you go and you play against Tennessee this weekend, just know you better be on your best fucking behavior, on your best performance, because daddy is at home watching. The reigning national championship, the reigning national champions, go get you one. Y'all ain't had one in a long fucking time, bro. Been a long time. Been 10 years. and counting.
The first year of the playoff, wasn't it?
10 years and counting. They used to give us
It's
shit
been
about our
10
history.
years?
Oh, 10 years. They
Mhm.
last one they won was in 2014.
Damn.
And got the nerve to
been
strut
that
around
long
here.
ago.
And got the
Big Zeke.
nerve to strut around here like you done did something, like you're right, because you win 11 of your 12 games every and fucking Bama do that, they win titles. You know, like
That's it.
I'm not talking like Michigan's a big, but like Michigan is a way more relevant program lately than Ohio State. Miss me with that bullshit. Charge us with felonies all you want. Sign stealing. Oh, you can't do that. We'll just keep kicking your fucking teeth down your throat. Run that shit up.
Bars.
He said bars. All right. What do you want to talk about? Impact players for the playoff? You want to talk about what's his nuts
Yeah.
getting suspended?
Let's do that. Let's talk the biggest impact player
All
of the
right.
first round of college football. Bring us up, Wes.
We're here. Round one. Biggest impact players. Who you got?
Yes, sir. Go ahead, Sam. Who's the biggest impactful player in the first round of these playoff games?
I don't know who the biggest is, but I know who needs to be the biggest, and that's your boy Klubnik. Klubnik gotta bring that stuff or whatever against Texas. He did pretty good or whatever against that SMU team. 4 touchdowns, no interceptions. But man, like you gotta really play, bro, because we don't know what your boy gonna do, the running back gonna do. You know what I'm saying? Phil Maffa. We don't know. We don't know if he's gonna be injured. We don't know what's going on. So you gotta play your strongest game right now. And I know you can do it. You know, he's had some subtle games or whatever. He'll throw a couple bad picks or maybe a fumble or something like that. But all in all, bro, this man really been playing at an All-American type level, bro. So if you want to beat Texas, bro, in Texas, bro, you got to be damn near flawless. So I'm going with Klubnik.
You know, I don't like agreeing with you so much, but you're absolutely right, bro. That's exactly the player I have too. And not to mention, piggybacking off of your the turnovers, he be trying to do too much, man.
Right. Mhm.
Because Cade Klubnik is the engine. He's everything of this offense.
Everything.
Like you said, running back Phil Maffa, he's probably going to be sidelined again. I think he's had that shoulder injury. But in the 3 years of being starting quarterback for Clemson, he's lost 9 games.
Mm-hmm.
He affects the games, with his passing and his running abilities. I mean, the kid's a winner.
Mm-hmm.
This team goes as far as he takes them.
That's it.
And their defense is solid overall, but they've not been the top 10 defense that we're accustomed to seeing, when
Right.
Clemson was in their hype, their glory days.
Mhm.
But so in 2 out of 3 games that Clemson has lost this year, he's thrown for no touchdowns. That can't happen.
Right.
And obviously, as he goes, they go. But that can't happen versus Texas, man. And I don't think it's gonna. They're gonna have to air it out. I think if they're gonna stand a chance in that game to beat Texas with
45, 50
banged
attempts.
up, right? And Klubnik can't run it and pass it every single time. So I mean, they're gonna need somebody else to do something. But yeah, I definitely think it's Cade Klubnik. Without Cade Klubnik, Clemson is a 5-6 win team, 5-6 game winning team this year, bro. At best. So I mean, he's definitely the most impactful player of round 1, in my opinion.
I think I'm going to go with the same game, but I'm going to take Quinn Ewers because even though they've only lost 2 games, both of those being to Georgia, he's been really up and down a lot this season, and I feel this could be an upset week because they're going to take Clemson lightly, and then Clemson's going to come in here and beat Clemson, and they're going to steamroll them. Not steamroll them, but they're going to hit them in their mouth like Georgia, and they're not going to know how to respond. And Quinn Ewers is going to be put into a Superman position, and he might not be able to pull it out. As good as he is, there's a reason why they have Arch Manning waiting in the back in the tuck for him to fuck around and throw some interceptions, lose some fumbles, play terrible, and then have him come in there and save the day. I mean, they did it earlier this season when he was out, or when Ewers was injured. Arch Manning came in. Even I know it wasn't against teams like Georgia or anything like that, but Arch Manning showed a lot of potential and promise for the upcoming seasons. As long as he stays there and stuff, that Ewers might not even be missed because Arch Manning is going to pick up where he left off or even surpass how well Ewers has played. So if he doesn't play well and he plays like he has on and off this past season, Clemson might upset Texas. As good as Texas's defense is and the weapons that they have on offense, sometimes it doesn't. Just because you have those things doesn't mean that you're going to win a game if your quarterback's playing absolute dog shit.
I mean, there's a reason I picked them to win that game in my upset. I mean, all these games, the favorite I don't think is going to win every single game each round of the playoffs. There's going to be an upset somewhere. We just got to try our best to try to pick out which one. It'd probably be the one we see in the least. You know what I mean? Like that. Now that would fuck us all up.
Tennessee.
Not Tennessee, even if Ohio State beats them, right? So they beat them, and then next week Ohio State and Oregon play, and Ohio State beats them. Then we're all our brackets are fucked because we all got Oregon winning it. So it's like, but I mean, we'll revisit them as a. I just really want to see some good football. Of course, I hope Ohio soft loses, but I'm just saying. But yeah, man. I will tell you that I didn't feel like Quinn Ewers was a biggest impact player just because of Arch Manning. Like he starts tripping, like, bro, get the fuck out. And then Arch Manning could be that impact player. Like when I did my picks, like out of all these teams, Clemson, their backup quarterback had the least amount of reps and game time out of every other team in there. Their backup quarterbacks have at least had some snaps this year on every other team. Obviously Arch Manning's experience, he has packages in Texas and so forth. And then Bo Prevula or whatever for Penn State, they have packages for him and all that. So I mean, if Klubnik was not a part of this, or if something, God forbid, something happens to them, they're absolutely finished. Like they just so like he is the most valuable, most impactful to me, So, but definitely gonna be multiple impactful players in each game. Obviously, we all happen to chose that one, so yeah, it's all good, man. I think that obviously you got your normal impact players in the other games. It's gonna be. I think in the Penn State and SMU game, Drew Adler's gonna be the most impactful player in that game alone. Yeah, because if he doesn't play good, I don't think that they're gonna. I think it's going to be a lot harder game. I don't see them losing to SMU by any stretch of the means.
I really want to go to that fucking game too. I really want to go to that game.
Yeah, I'm not doing that unless Mason Blue's in town. Nah, Mason Blue ain't in town, man.
Where's your boy Blake at? I'll hit him up. He'll see if he wants to.
Hey,
Go.
give him a shout. He'll probably run with you.
Yeah, definitely, Ron.
And then Ohio State, Tennessee. It's got to be the quarterback position again. And Will Howard. Like, can you trust this guy? You know, like what kind of Ohio State team are we going to see?
Yeah,
are we
he's
going to
up and
see
down
Ohio
too this
State
year.
or Ohio Soft? Like, what?
I would think it'd be Junkins though. I would think it'd be Junkins because you need him to really have a good standing or whatever, and have the clock running. You know, keeping that stuff going or whatever, because you want to keep the freaking Tennessee offense off the field. I would think it'd have to be Junkins on that one.
Right, but they got Henderson too. They got that beautiful 1-2, you know, that beautiful 1-2 punch going with them guys. You know, they counter each other perfectly and how they execute. Right. So I mean, they're dangerous running the ball. They're just not a particularly phenomenally great running team. You know, their strength is playing on the outside. You know, play vertical. But, all right, so there's a couple impact players for us. We'll go ahead and wrap this segment up. Go ahead and give a comment. Let me know who y'all think is the most impactful player. Bro,
we got Denver 21-10.
21-10. Thursday night football. Who'd you say? Me and Jordan picked
we had the Chargers. Sam picked the Broncos.
Gotcha.
Yeah, we'll get to NFL. We about there in a minute, fellas. Let's get a couple quick picks going before we go to the NFL. The Tulane Green Wave versus the Florida Gators in the Union Home Mortgage Gasparilla Bowl. That's Friday, 12:20. Sam, your Gators is on and popping, bro. And it looks like, do they have a line for this game? Yeah, Gators are favored by 9.5. How you feeling about this one?
That's about right, because you know the quarterback went to the transfer portal, so I don't believe he's going to be playing in this game for whatchamacallit.
For Tulane.
For Tulane, the rookie. Yep, I can't think of his name right now. I had it on the tip of my tongue. Freaking
Mensa, Darian Mensa.
Right, and he did phenomenal.
ESPN has you guys favored by 10 now.
Yeah,
it was 11. It was 11, but now they keep on moving it. Yeah, it was 11, whatever, when it first happened. But
gotcha.
man, DJ Lagway, man, is the future of the Gators, man. We got guys coming back that could go to the draft. They could freaking go to the transfer portal. They're like, nope. Jake Slaughter, our big top center. Nope, he not going nowhere. All them guys, they stick around. Big Trey Day, you know what I'm saying? He's staying. Everybody's staying, man. They're trying to run something or whatever next year. So, hey, man, watch out for us. Watch out for us tomorrow. And watch out for us next year. Man, we're going to get those 9 and beat the brakes off them boys.
Yeah, I like the Gators in that game too, man. I just think there's levels to this. Level of competition speaks volumes. Gators have just faced gauntlets. I think this is going to be like a little dust up for them, and I just think that they can control that game
for the season that they've had and the schedule they've had.
And you can end that on a really high note with a big win there, man. Yeah, I really think, and there's a good chance they'll get one, man. So I definitely like the Gators in that one. I like him to cover too.
Yeah,
give me that 10. Give me that 10.
Definitely.
So you got Iowa State, Miami. I'm gonna just say Iowa State, Miami. No Cam Ward, Damian Martinez probably won't be playing. Everybody's NFL prepping now. You know what I mean? So you got to take these games you got to take these things into account when you're picking these bowl games. They're tricky, man. But Miami's non-defensive playing ass. I would say Iowa State. Let's see what Iowa State can do. Run that shit up.
They against Arizona State, so we'll see.
They did, but I mean, you know, Miami shit the bed against Syracuse.
That's true. So, and oh my god, I call that shit.
I'm gonna take Iowa State in that game. Give me that game. Who's favored? Miami's favored by 3.
I like Miami still.
Do you?
I like Miami still.
I think I do too. Yeah.
With no Cam Ward?
No Cam Ward. I still like him.
No way, no how for me. Hey, get. Tax, get. Damn dog over here tripping. But yeah, all right. Well, I think Alabama's going to get their redemption on Michigan. What you think?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Got Alabama and Michigan in the Relia Quest Bowl.
Alabama's favored by 11.
11?
Yep.
11 and a half. 11 and a half. That's too many.
That's a lot of points.
They ain't beating us by 12.
It's a lot of points.
No, they
They
ain't
ain't the
beating
same.
this.
They ain't the same Alabama neither. You know, you can tell by the coaching. Coaching
Yeah,
is different. Whatever. A lot of that stuff is kind of swayed now.
yeah,
Yep.
I don't see him beating us by more than by 12 or more. I don't see that. I think it'll be closer than that. But Alabama probably will get the best of them. Because we got a lot of significant players too that ain't gonna be playing. Jalen Milroe is playing, even though he could still declare he'd go to the draft.
Mm-hmm.
But he got unfinished business with Michigan though.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Definitely do.
But all right, we'll run that up. Let's get in some NFL, bro. Y'all ready to go some NFL?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, let's run up the NFL. Like, share, subscribe to the Let Loose podcast if you know about it, please. Happy holidays, everybody.
Yeah, I hope you
pissed,
guys
man.
like this nice little Christmas layout that I got going on. Took me a little bit to get it together, so hopefully it's appealing to your eyes.
It's
All right.
beautiful.
So for this topic, we're going to talk about Devontae Campbell walking out, or not even walking out. He said, "I'm peaced out."
Yeah, going in.
Coach said, "We need you, bruh." He says, "Nah, peace.
Nah.
I'm outie." And he got a 3-game suspension.
Yeah, that'll be probably the rest. That's the rest of the season because they got 3 games left.
Yeah, they might not even make the playoffs. So,
Dude, he walked out and quit on his team in the middle of the fucking game. They ended up losing 12-6.
Yeah.
Versus the
Right.
Rams.
Mhm.
Dude, this was so wild to me, bro. This was so crazy. If y'all don't mind, I would just say this. Like, there's a few things I got from this, bro.
go for
This
it.
man, you ain't seen nothing like this since Antonio Brown. He was less dramatic and a little bit more inconspicuous than Antonio Brown was about it, but there's
Hey,
no good look. There's no good way to fucking quit on your team, bro. You do that shit in the middle of the game. So a couple things I got from this, linebacker Dre Greenlaw's back. Y'all remember what happened to him in the playoffs
Yeah.
last year, tearing the shit. He finally comes back this week. He gets 8 tackles, bro. Gets banged up, and he had to leave the game. And they asked Campbell to go in there finally, and he refused to do so.
I
to be
think
noted.
he was all butthurt because he was
It's-
playing while dude was injured, and then when he got healthy, he's the star player. Of course, he's gonna
Right. He's gonna get back.
come and get his shit back.
Mm-hmm.
And you
Been
got
doing this
mad
shit for
about
years.
it. Yeah, you got mad about it. That's all it was. The little
All I
pride-
know is-
pride got hurt.
All I know is your team needed you in a bad way,
Yeah,
and you refused to go in the game, bro. And
cut his ass.
when
immediately.
San Francisco, I think between Greenlaw coming back and between that, and he knows that he wasn't their first choice. They wanted Eric Kendricks, I believe it was,
Yeah.
and he ended up dipping on him or something. And but this is obviously from playing football growing up and just understanding the brotherhood of it, the camaraderie, and everything you go through. You're warriors out there, and you go through these things with your brothers, man, and you fight blood, sweat, tears. You play hurt, you play sick, you have holidays you miss with your families, you miss birthdays, you miss everything. You sacrifice everything. You pay the ultimate fucking price, and then this guy quits on them in the middle of a game that was very important.
Yeah.
If they won out, they could still make it. This is a divisional game. That fucked your entire season up, this game did. You have players like Trent Williams, who was dying to get back, bro. Trent Williams had a newborn baby before the season start that passed away. It was a twin. It was a twin, bro, and it didn't make it. God bless you and your family. That's terrible.
Yeah.
But point is, he's dying to get back. Safety Travarius Ward, his 1-year-old daughter fucking passed away a month ago. Right. And he's playing ball. He had 5 tackles and a pass defended versus the Rams.
How many players?
And this man walks out. You walk out on brothers like that who are
going through much worse
children,
right.
And and you walk out. Bro, not only should you not fucking never play for the Niners again, you should never play for nobody again.
Right.
I would not want this man on my team. I don't give a fuck what your reasoning is, bro. I don't care.
Right. Yeah.
That's so wild. That's so wild. Go ahead.
Right. There's no way you walk out on your teammates. Anyway, I don't give a damn if y'all down 50 points, you get enough.
Yeah.
You feel me? You do your part. You feel me? This is a team game. even though that was extreme measures that you were talking about or whatever, losing a kid or whatever and playing that stuff, but still, like you go through life changes. You know, you came in as a backup. You know, this guy Greenlaw was the guy. He's been there for years, man, wrecking havoc, bro. You know you wasn't about to get that start, but you still gonna get packages because you've been playing all season.
Right.
You still gonna get packages. You know what I'm saying? So, like I say, being hurt, heartbroken, or whatever that you don't have to start spot. So what? You
That's
still
pathetic,
getting paid.
bro.
Number one, you still getting paid. You still got a job to do, bro. Do your job, bro. Come on, man. That's crazy as hell. You never do no shit like that, bro. No way. Hell no. I don't
Like you said, people lose their family members, lose their kids, and they come out and they play their next game regardless of or what. Well, I remember Isaiah Thomas, who used to play for the Boston Celtics. His sister died the day before or that same day, and he went out and played the fucking game. No matter how hurt he was from losing his sister and stuff like that, he didn't just walk out on his team. Most players, or when Miami beat up on Denver a couple years ago beat them by what? They dropped 70 on them. You didn't hear anybody from the Broncos dipping out in the middle of the game.
That was last year, wasn't it?
I can't remember if it was last year. Was Sean Payton the coach?
Yeah.
Then it was last year.
Sure
Then it was last year. Because he's on. This is his second year as the coach for Denver.
Yeah, that's
so
crazy.
it had to have been last year. But like I said, you didn't hear anybody dipping out. If that was a perfect example of someone just saying "fuck this, I'm out of here," that would have been that would have been it. I mean, you're down. I can't remember what the final score was, but a team dropped
12-6. 12-6.
I'm talking about the Miami dropping 70.
Oh.
70-20 or something like that.
Yeah,
some stupid shit.
Yeah, I mean, if that was a perfect example, like I said, to someone just say, I'm fucking done with this game and dip, that would have been it. But I didn't hear a single thing about that. And the last time that I've heard anybody dipping on their team in the middle of a game was, like you said, AB trotting off the field, while, basically announcing his retirement mid-game.
The corner for the Colts, too, Davis. Was that his name?
Vernon. Vontae Davis.
Vontae
Davis.
Well, I guess kind of Andrew Luck. Didn't he kind of, I mean, he wasn't playing, but he was on the sideline, and didn't he kind of walk off into halftime and didn't come back up because he decided he was done or something like that?
I know Andrew Luck got beat the fuck up.
He did.
Bro.
Right,
yeah.
I know he got his ass beat, and that's why he retired, bro. And I don't blame him. Get out, save yourself.
But still, I mean, you can't wait till the end of the game or not even, or announce it before the game or something like that. I mean, that was. I would take that easily over what this guy did, Devontae Campbell. I mean, just unexcusable.
That shit was blatant, man. That shit was blatant,
up.
And I'll tell you what, we will not see him in another NFL uniform ever again. I firmly believe that. If you are an owner or if you are somebody, how would you ever dignify that? If you're his agent right now, what are you saying? Trying to get it is. Trying to get him a job. You ever seen that show Ballers with The Rock in it and Denzel's son in there?
Yeah.
Imagine being one of those agents and trying to get your guy a fucking serious interview by one of these owners. What do you say? What's your pitch?
He'll never let you down. He'll never let you down.
I know he fucked up, but he learned from his mistakes. And he's going to make another one if you put him on this team.
For real.
I don't get that, bro. I don't understand that. That dude's finished. That's pathetic. That is the most. I think that might be one of the most pathetic, if not the most pathetic thing I've ever seen in professional football. That
in
is
a close game too. In a close game.
Yeah, at that. Yeah, that made it even worse. If it was a big blowout, I mean, it still wouldn't be excusable or be unexcusable, but I guess that wouldn't be as bad as, what he did in this game, 12-6. One touchdown, you win the game. Or one touchdown in the field goal, obviously.
That man is lucky as hell he don't play for the Eagles. That man would have to move right now.
Yeah, I know.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Yep, they tear his ass up in the street.
Man. They'll find you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right, wrap that shit up. I'm done talking about this pathetic excuse of a football player.
Let's bring it back. Bring it back to the main screen. Get into these NFL picks. You guys ready? Got any other topics you want to talk about?
I think that about does it, man. You
Final
know,
thoughts on anything that we've spoken about so far?
no, I think we need a score update. What's the update on the game? Right now we got
It's
the
still
Broncos and the
21.
Chargers.
21-10.
Still 21-10 still.
Yeah, it's
Yep.
about to be halftime though. Looks like the Chargers might be in scoring position.
Yep.
Okay. Sounds like we're in for a slate of a good one. I'm not watching it right now, but
Slightly over a minute left.
we'll keep y'all locked in on it. We got week 16 NFL game picks. For the record, for this game, I had the Chargers covering and the game going under 42.5. Wes had the same thing. Sam had the Broncos with the upset pick going under the 42.5.
Hey, do you want to
Before
bring
this
up?
game kicked off,
Go ahead.
hold up. I got you. Before this game kicked off, the Chargers were favored by 2.5 points. Points. Is that what you were gonna say?
Yes, sir.
I got you. Man, wait the flump, man. Look at this West Virginia motherfucker. He's like, man, finally got something.
You got
finally
him. I came back, boy.
So we got West won the picks last week.
33.
33 points. Sam had 25 in second. I had 20. Right now, updated. In first place, West took first place at 304 points. I'm right in second at 298, and Sam is right behind me on my tail at 286.
I mean, it's still close between all of us. So
Hell yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna bask in this right now because you never know what's gonna happen at the end of this week.
The thing is, we've only had, it's the things that are happening or
Aren't
should be
normal.
happening on paper are happening, man.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
we had 3 upset games last week?
Mhm.
4, I think 4. And then it was the same the week, and then that was out of 16 games. Last week we had 16 games. And I think we had 13 games the week before that, and I think we had 2, maybe 3 upset games. So it's pretty much for the most part the favorite teams have been handling business, and yeah, but that's good though. It's a good comeback, and it's gonna be a late night race, bro. We're also fantasy football playoffs.
Bro,
Man,
I'm
it's
not
going
even.
down
Don't
right
even
now.
bring that bullshit up. Don't even.
Man, I
bring
got
that
lucky.
shit
I
up, bro.
slid in there, bro. I'm lucky. I got lucky this
Fucking
year.
bullshit.
I don't think I stand a chance though. Sam Bam's looking mean though,
Me.
but it's gonna take something to bring that home, dog.
Hey, both of them.
Still here now.
I'm gonna have 2 championship belts, man, for real. Man, I'm gonna have a real giveaway, for real. Let me win
There
this
you
shit.
go.
Let me win both of them. Straight up.
All right, man.
All right, so let's get into
Get to
these
some
picks. Obviously, we got Denver and LA. Denver just picked off Herbert to end the half. Oh, that would have been. I don't know how he didn't see that guy right in front of him. But anyways, so yeah, we'll update you guys while that game's going on. But we got a couple games this Saturday. Oddly, not used to this shit, but we got a couple games this Saturday. For the first one, 1:00. Houston going into Kansas City. Kansas City is favored by 3.5. That over under is a measly 42.5. Now, I know last week off script, off screen, me and Jordan kind of wanted to change our picks, but after, Sam talked some sense, and to me at least, I just told Jordan, hey man, keep my picks or whatever. But I did, when I changed my picks, I did have Houston losing that game, I think. But then once I said that, and that really kind of saved me. So thank you, Sam, because that saved me. Because the picks that I were to switch, those teams lost. So
How sweet. Get
Yeah.
this shit going.
yeah. So like I said, Houston going into Kansas City. Kansas City's favored by 3.5. I'm going Kansas City, man. We'll just call it. Until
You got him covering. You got him fucking off. You got him.
Hey,
I
man,
mean-
calm down. Calm down.
I told you, I'm fired up tonight, bro. I'm not in a good mood. People irritated me with the Ohio State shit, and y'all know I'm not happy about the Lions. We'll get to it, but
Oh yes, we
okay.
will, sir.
You got Kansas City.
Kansas
What about the
City,
three?
they're going to cover
on the
that.
three?
Well, they'll cover that 3.5, and I'll go over 42.5 on that.
I like Kansas
Yep.
City as well. Yep. I like
Yeah.
Kansas City. 3.5.
No, just 3.
I got
Just
3.5.
Oh, you got 3.5. I got 3.
I'm updated
Okay.
on
3,
ESPN,
3.5.
brother. 3.5.
We'll go 3 because that's what I got written down. How about that?
All right.
All right, so I like the 3. I like the 3, and I like the under on that. Good defensive game.
I definitely think that we got to monitor this Patrick Mahomes ankle sprain
Yeah.
and how much they're going to utilize him. And they still got a couple games lead for first seed in the AFC. And because I think they're still behind Buffalo's, 2 games? What's Buffalo's record? Are they 10? Are they got 3 losses or 2?
13-2.
No, the Chiefs are 13-1. The Bills came.
Bills have lost 2 games, haven't they? LA.
Bills are 11-3. So yeah, that's what I'm
11-3.
saying. So they're 13-1. They still got a comfortable game lead, so they don't need to feel peer pressured to have to ball Mahomes out at his finest. I think some points will get scored here in this game. I'm not thinking too much into it. I can't sit there and pick the Texans as bad as their offensive line has looked, and they're just not in sync that much to me lately. I just don't. I think that's going to present their problems. The Chiefs have a great
Hollywood
defense.
Brown's coming back this week. They activated him.
He is.
So
He is.
that?
That's noteworthy, worth mentioning. But the Chiefs' defense is really what keeps them in all these games and why they win most of them, because they've only scored they have yet to score over 30 points in a game this year.
Right.
And they've lost 1 game. They've scored exactly 30 points, I believe, twice. But I mean, it's their defense, man. We can't sleep on them. I'm definitely going Kansas City. I like them covering the 3 points, and I'm going over just because 41-42, that's not a whole lot, I think, of scoring. I think Stroud, Mahomes, I think they can, a couple touchdowns here.
But what if he doesn't? What if he doesn't play and they get Carson Wentz in there?
Wentz gonna get it popping.
Think so?
Wentz gonna get it popping.
Yeah, I think they can still score
win, even
points.
if Carson Wentz plays. Yeah,
I think he can win it. Yeah, I think he still can win it.
Okay.
Yeah, I think he can too. Houston
When you're in a
is
situation like that.
Yeah, Houston's not like overly impressive. Like they kind of like hit a slump this year, and they got kinks and shit they still got to figure out. Obviously, they've had some injuries and this and that, but overall they haven't been that. They got to adjust to stuff too, man. You know what I mean? Stephon Diggs going out, that was a new identity of their offense, and then Mixon has obviously been their offense, been the most consistent player. He's having a phenomenal year, but they got to learn to work around that. That offensive line's got to get better, bro. It's got to get better.
I think
CJ Stroud's got to get better. Got to continue improving.
He's
Yeah,
the most sacked quarterback this season.
They're still coming, but they need some more time. You know what I mean?
Yep. All right, so the second game of the Saturday slots is at 4:30, and this is a divisional game. Pittsburgh goes to Baltimore, where Baltimore's favored by 6.5, and that over/under is 45.5. This is the first time that Lamar Jackson has played Pittsburgh in Baltimore with fans. I heard that today. I think the last time that they played, they didn't. I think it was like COVID year in Baltimore, and they weren't there. That's when fans weren't allowed there.
And he's been hurt all the rest of the times.
And Lamar Jackson in the past 5 years, I believe, is 1-8 against the Steelers.
The Steelers have won the last 8 out of 9 games versus the Ravens.
Yeah.
They know how to beat the Ravens.
Yeah. And they know how to get to Lamar. And
they beat him. Obviously, they beat him earlier this year.
Yep. So
field goals.
I'm going Baltimore. They're at home. That's going to be a problem for Pittsburgh, I think. Baltimore, they just had a bye. I mean, they played last week, but they're somewhat...
Fucking smoke the Giants.
Yeah, I mean, that was a given. We called that. So that was basically another bye week for them. So I think they'll definitely be ready for Pittsburgh. Definitely going to want some get back since Pittsburgh beat them earlier this year, like you said. I'm taking Baltimore. I think Pittsburgh will cover, though, and I'll take the over.
I got to go with my Steelers again. Even though that offense has been looking terrible lately, it hasn't been looking good. The running game, man, Russell Wilson really hasn't been thriving like he was when he first got in there, whatever. Everything is like settling down now, Najee Harris, man, he's so hit or miss. Warren so hit or miss. Pickens still out?
Yes, he is, sir.
Yeah.
So let me switch my pick to Baltimore. Because
Exactly.
it's just too much what
God
they're
damn
going
it.
through right now. You got pencil, right?
Yeah,
I'm
George
a
Pickens.
pen, gel pen.
Fields is out. Pickens is out. Elliott's doubtful. Ojanobi is
You
questionable.
going Ravens?
I'm going Ravens, bro. I'm going Ravens
Yeah.
to beat them this time. Like I said, your offense not doing what it's supposed to do.
What about the 6.5?
6.5? Nah, it'll be closer. I think it'll be closer. And I got the what's the over under?
45.5.
I'll go over that. I'll go over.
You know, I'll tell you what, bro. You think I would learn my lesson on here? Year in, year out, I come on here, and I'm surprised you haven't rubbed it in my face, Sam. Because earlier this year, I picked the Ravens. The Steelers beat them. Last year, they played, and the Steelers beat them. You picked the Steelers. I picked the Ravens. I'm always buying into the hype, whatever. Couldn't go wrong this year. Derrick Henry on the team. What can go wrong? Perfect addition to what you got. I don't get the struggles of the Ravens offensively, particularly in playoffs in the last few years. But anyway, that's neither here or there. There's no way I think that if you're Baltimore, you let Pittsburgh win this game. You have no George Pickens, and that completely changes my entire mindset. And obviously it did with you too. And that's why you changed your pick, I think. When you have George Pickens and you have that legitimate air bomb threat with Russell Wilson and what they're doing this year, they have a genuine fucking chemistry and connection, and it's dangerous. And then that opens up shit for Freiermuth. It opens up running lanes for Harris. It's just it's an easier day for everybody. But when you don't have him, that's going to be very troublesome. And I don't think that Pittsburgh's going to be able to score a whole lot of points, man. What, last week, Philly's on another level right now, but 13 points. Right. 13 points without him. I mean, that's just not good. Okay. Baltimore's defense, you're going to go in there and try to play to your strengths if you want, or play to their weaknesses on defense. Ravens' weakness on defense is passing. You can try to pass all over him without your biggest threat. I think that'd be problematic, dude.
Okay, right.
And I think T.J. Watt is going to play for Pittsburgh because he got banged up, and I think he's going to play. But how healthy is he going to be? I don't know. But I just think the Ravens right now picking up a big win last week versus the Giants, albeit against the Giants, but still, you needed a game like that after the bye to come in, get your swag back, get ready for your playoff run. Lamar Jackson, we still can't say it enough. The year he's having, bro. I have got to take the Ravens again to win this game.
Yeah.
I definitely no Pickens and whatnot. I think this will be a defensive battle. I'm liking the Ravens. I like the 6.5 points, bro. I think they can win this by a touchdown. I don't think Pittsburgh's going to score a whole lot. That's why I'm going under. Ravens cover under 45.5.
All righty. All right. That's for the Saturday game. Sunday games. 1:00. We got New York Giants headed into the Michael Penix-led Atlanta Falcons.
Holy shit. They actually did it, bro.
They did.
Kirk Cousins, take a seat, my man.
Right.
This ain't you this week. I don't know how, if I was him, I don't know how I would feel.
Hold on. I told you. Continue, please.
You have a rookie quarterback coming in. The Falcons are favored by 9 points. 9 points against the Giants. That's how bad they are. Over under is 42.5. Mm-hmm. Go ahead, Sam. Talk to me. Michael Penix.
Penix. Hey.
Now, to make a playoff run to try to win it out with the rookie, you do it now. Kirk Cousins has been god awful. Granted, he
was doing good in the beginning.
Yeah.
But like I said, man, I still feel like this man hurt, bro. You can't scramble. You can't do none of those things that you used to do back in Washington.
Scared to get hurt.
Even in Minnesota.
Or
he can scramble a little bit. Right. But like I say, he's not all the way there. His offense is not all the way there, bro. He's not really the leader, but since he got all the money, they tried to make him the leader. He's not the leader, it's Bijan. Bijan's supposed to be running that offense, man, to the ground. You feel me? And then whatever you do on the play action or whatever, you're supposed to be getting easy pickings. But they don't do that stuff like that. They letting Kirk Cousins run the reins or whatever and ran that shit into the ground. So one touchdown, 9 picks in his last 5 games? Huh. Yeah, you out of here, buddy. For real. We'll eat that money up. For real. That's one night at the strip club in Magic City or whatever. Whatever. They'll make that money. They'll make that money right back. Let Jesus come out to the strip club or whatever, man. They're gonna make it rain out that bitch. Watch what I tell you. For real. That's easy. That's an easy recoup. You know what I'm saying? So I like Atlanta in this game or whatever, just because, like I say, the Giants are so bad, bro. They're freaking terrible. So I like the Giants. I don't like the 9 points though. Because
you like the Giants?
No. I like
Atlanta.
Giants to cover.
Oh, okay,
I like Atlanta.
Okay.
I like the Giants to cover though. Gotcha. I do like, and I think the under still, because I don't think Michael Penix whatever gonna have that stuff popping either. You know, I don't really think he's gonna have that stuff popping like that being a rookie. Just trying to come in there, whatever. Now you putting all the pressure on him, but they knew that already when you drafted this man like freaking the first 10 picks, bro. You knew you didn't trust Kirk Cousins like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's crazy that you would do that when you could have got another receiver, which what y'all really needed.
That's the expectation when you get Michael Penix. I guess if you're him, you got to be happy that. Right. I mean, hey,
filling the place.
They're already a shithole. Everybody knows how bad we are. If I come in and lose these games today, it can't be my fault. Nope. It cannot be my fault. That's the mindset I have going in. So I'm just gonna go in there, play ball, have fun. He'll do fine. The kid knows the game. He was NFL ready. He can play. Definitely gonna be exciting to watch. New experience.
It is.
I don't really know what to expect from Atlanta right here.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it can go really good or really bad. Mm-hmm. So I'm kind of in between right now. I did see him play a lot in Washington, though. Like I said, this kid is ready. He has all the tools.
And he's healthy.
His medium range accuracy was a concern to me at some point when he was in college. So we'll see now. He can throw a hell of a deep ball, short game all day. I mean, so we can see what he can do. But on the flip side, bro, you don't really need a whole lot to beat a Giants team right now. The only strong, shiny parts, about the Giants worth mentioning, even worth a damn right now, is their defensive line and Malik Neighbors. That's all you have. Tyrone Tracy's nice too, but I mean, with an offensive line that sucks, you really can't do nothing. They have no other legitimate threat. You got Tommy DeVito and fucking Tim Boyle at quarterback, bro. I'm taking Atlanta.
Who the starting quarterback is.
I'm taking Atlanta. Give me the points. Give me the fucking 9 points, and I'm going under. I don't think a terrible lot of points, but I don't think the Giants going to score fucking anything. I don't think the Giants score 10 points this game.
Yeah, I'm going to go with that too. Atlanta, they're going to cover that 9. I'm going to go over, and the reason why I say that is because no one really has any tape on Michael Penix being in the NFL. All they have is when he was at Washington. Well, that was a different team, different scheme, different playbook, different player. What do most highly touted quarterbacks, rookies, how do they perform in their first couple games because there's no tape? They usually do pretty well. And he's going against literally the worst fucking team in the league. I might not be record wise. I guess them in Las Vegas might. I think they can fight for that or whatever. But the New York Giants are absolute dumpster fire of a team. They have no, like I said, they have no tape of him, what he can do as a professional in this scheme on this playbook. So I'm going to go Atlanta. They're going to cover that 9, and I'm going to go. I think he'll have a big game, so I'm going to go over.
Noted. Next game. We spent too much time talking about the Giants.
Next game we got. Oh, yeah, let's get into this one. We got Detroit headed into Chicago. Not Chicago. Detroit is favored by 6.5. That over-under is 47.5. Now, I know I had Detroit going to the Super Bowl. We talked about this earlier in this season where we made, our Super Bowl picks, but as much as I would like to see Denver get there, dude, their defense is, I don't even know how to
Detroit.
Thrashed.
Their fucking defense, I just don't know. I don't know, man. They got what 18 different players out for injury. I know it's the next man up, but how much can you take before you finally fold? And I know Jared Goff is playing out of his mind for the most part, beside the 5 pick game and stuff like that. You lost David Montgomery. He's now gone. I know he got I saw earlier he got a third opinion, so he's not going to have season-ending surgery. He just wants to rehab that MCL. So if they make a deep playoff run, he should be able to be back for that to help them get to the Super Bowl and potentially win the Super Bowl. But I just don't know. Against Chicago, I'll take them to win against Chicago. Chicago's another dumpster fire of a team. I'll have them cover that. And 47.5. I'll go under. Just because I think the loss of David Montgomery might hit them a little bit, and they might not know. It might be different without him. I know Jahmyr Gibbs is a fucking stud, and he's their primary back for the most part, but they're going to miss David Montgomery. Maybe not this game, but later on.
Oh, man. Lions, before I make my game pick, let me talk to my people real quick. Lions Nation, let me talk to you. It's Christmas time, so I'm going to activate Grinch mode real quick. The Lions right now, we're down, but we're never out. Okay, we have 8 starting players out for the year, 7 of them on defense. We now have to hold open tryouts for defensive positions in Detroit. It's bad. We have 3 games left at Chicago, at San Francisco, versus Minnesota. We can and we will win out. All those games we're going to win out regardless, however.
Lord.
Don't matter.
Prediction, brother.
Just telling you what's going to happen. But, entering the postseason with this depleted defense, bro, I said it when Hutchinson got hurt, man. It's only going to get you so far. They proved me wrong, and they proceeded, and they didn't lose a game without Hutch until Buffalo last game.
Mm-hmm.
And when they lost that game, they lost way more than just that game.
Yes, sir.
They lost everything. But I will tell you, even though I say we'll win out, this wounded Lions team, they can beat any team in the NFC to get to the Super Bowl, except 2 of them. And that's just being dead honest. And those 2 teams are the Philadelphia Eagles and them damn Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
As long as you
We're
say
not
it.
beating either one of them teams.
As long as you say it. I love it.
We're not beating either one of them teams with all these injuries on defense. I'm not going to sit here and be cliche and talk about this, that, and the third, season's over this, that. Anything still can happen. And I will forever remain optimistic, and I will never count out my Lions.
Believe it.
But if my money's on it, this is what it's telling me. The Lions will ultimately fall short this season is what it's telling me. But moving forward, I think this is a way bigger issue because I think this injury-plagued season could definitely detriment our Super Bowl window, if you think about it. Because next year, when we start off and we're fully healthy, we're going to have at least one, if not 2 new coordinators. Both our coordinators are getting jobs. It's a miracle they both came back this year.
Yeah,
Ben Johnson on offense,
Right.
Aaron Glenn on defense. It's inevitable that they're going to get opportunities. There are going to be so many head coach openings, and when you have to do that and start over, these things usually take a good year or so before shit, starts, taking full effect, and you look your strongest. Hopefully not, and we can be that exception like Philly is this year with both their new offensive and defensive coordinators. But Philly obviously was more filled out, roster-wise. On paper they have a better team than the Lions, but their potential is really captivating right now, is what I'm saying. But it's hard, man, being a Lions fan. But when you look at it, man, Aiden Hutchinson, Ali McNeil, Marcus Davenport, John Kaminsky, Alex Anzalone, Malcolm Rodriguez, Derek Barnes, Jalen Reeves, Mabin, Carlton Davis, Enos Rakestraw Jr., Emmanuel Mosley, Khalil Dorsey, Ifanti Melanfanu. Dude, 8 starting players, 7 defensively, and David Montgomery I didn't name. You're just not going to beat the best caliber teams without Some of your start, if not, I mean, dude, that's all them guys I just named off to you. That's like 12 guys. That's a whole defense,
Yeah.
bro. That's a
Mhm.
whole 11, and
Yeah.
then some. So, I mean, that's just ridiculous. That takes injury plague to a whole new definition. But reverting back to the game, man, I think that the Bears being the Bears and the Lions, even having their problems, I like them to beat the Bears. These games are always close, no matter injuries or not. So I like the Bears to cover. I like them to cover that 6.5 points, and I'm gonna go over. Defensive problems, both sides of the ball. I think points are scored. Lions still got enough firepower. They definitely could beat the Bears. They will beat the Bears. Close game. I'm going over.
Yeah, Lions just gotta outscore everybody, man. Y'all gotta start scoring from 40 points to 50 points, and that's how you save your defense. That's the only way. You gotta score more points.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm liking the Lions still. I don't think y'all out neither. But that defense, man, is gonna be way worse than what it was. We already know that or whatever. Just looking at the injury. But just like I say, just going into these games or whatever, then you got to play San Fran or whatever. They're still trying to make a way. And Minnesota, bro. Minnesota trying to get that top spot.
Yep.
They're definitely trying to get it. Philly trying to get that top spot. Neither one of these guys are going to quit. You feel me? They're not going to say that, oh, yeah, the line's down or whatever. We're going to let off the gas. No, they're going to press the gas harder all the way to the floor. Try to get that top spot, bro, because y'all had that stuff on lock for so long. You know what I'm saying? So I like the Lions. I do like the Bears to cover, but I like the under on it.
Yeah, we'll see what they can do if it lasts, man. How long they can last. The Lions have done enough. They'll make a run, man. But ultimately, and now if depending on how the playoffs shape up, now I don't think like Tampa. We have a better chance because those games are always good no matter what.
Mhm.
But I think ultimately, I just think that we would fall because I don't think defensively we wouldn't be able to stop you guys.
Mhm.
And the level that they're on right now, like I just don't think
The
there would be
running
any
game.
stopping that deep. And now that running game, y'all had a breakthrough running game on a top Charger
Right.
defense last week, bro. That's just it smells disastrous. The Bucks are looking dangerous right now, and Philly is looking on a whole nother level. We'll get to them, but I just think those two teams. Now, if we could play teams that weren't y'all, y'all or the Eagles, we could probably make it. But
Right.
Chiefs, Bills, whoever we get to in the Super Bowl, they probably get the best of us. But
Right.
moving on.
All right, next game. Cleveland, another divisional game. Cleveland goes to Cincinnati. Cincinnati's favored by 9. That over-under is 46.5. I'm going Cincinnati. Yeah, I'm going to go Cincinnati because they benched Jameis Winston over in Cleveland. They're going with JDR. Is that what's his
DTR.
Yeah,
Dorian
that's right.
Thompson
Yeah,
Robinson.
DTR. I mean, he's not a fucking Tommy DeVito or whatever, but I don't think he's gonna be able to do
He's
what he
good.
Yeah,
Nah,
I don't think
he's
he's gonna
good.
be able to do what he needs to do against the Cincinnati team. Like I think usually they come in, they start the season off pretty bad and then they start picking it all up. I think they're finally now doing that, even though it's probably a little too late. But Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase and T. Higgins, I think they're going to have a big game. So I'm going to take Cincinnati, but I will have Cleveland covering that 9, and I'll take that over 46.5.
I don't think Cleveland gonna do anything because Chubb's still hurt, I believe.
Out for the year.
Yep.
Yeah, for the year again. Damn. Jesus Christ, bro. So with him being out, no real receiver.
Unless Jerry Jeudy goes the fuck off, but
bro,
that might not even be good enough.
Jerry Jeudy had 1.5 good games, bro. Now he's back to regular Jerry Jeudy.
Oh, did you happen to see the Jets, not to cut you off, but the Jets vetoed a trade for him to go there because his Madden rating. His
Oh,
Madden rating.
Fucking Madden fucks up around the clock, around the world, bro.
No shit,
always.
Man. That shit was funny as hell.
That's crazy.
Forever failure.
But yeah, Cincinnati on fire right now offensively. Defensively, they're getting a lot better too. But Cleveland probably lose all the rest of the games, bro. With no Chubb, no Jameis, no Deshaun Watson, man, just looking bleak. 3 wins this year. 3 wins. They might get one more win, but that's it. So I got Cincinnati. I don't think. Well, Cincinnati will cover. They'll cover, and I like the over.
Yeah, I like Dorian Thompson-Robinson. Or Torian Thompson Robinson. I do like him. I liked watching him at UCLA. He was
UCLA.
very exciting to watch in college.
Fire.
But I ultimately I feel like that's what he will be listed and remembered as. I don't think he has what it takes to make it in the NFL. At least not yet. I don't feel like he has the NFL arm. I don't think he's that type caliber.
Not that system.
Possibly not, but I don't know, man. I haven't, even in the preseason, he have like one good throw for like an 80-yard touchdown or something. And the rest of the game, it's like little dink and dunk,
Dunks.
Like little games.
But he was
like,
accurate though. Like I don't take nothing away from him. But
he goes.
You don't have a team that freaking you can build off of that stuff, whatever. Because he's kind of a runner and stuff too. He
is a runner. That's what I'm saying. You'll have like games where you go 7 of 10.
Stuff. Right, but you can't do that stuff or whatever in that offense for real. They built it for Watkins, but then you get rid of Cooper. Now what do you got? You don't have nothing over there.
Yeah, I don't expect to see much from Cleveland at all on that standpoint, man. I just don't think DTR is going to be doing enough. I think this is a game where Cincinnati's bad defense could like show up and make them look like they could be a threat again, which ultimately defensively it ain't going to be the case in the long run. If Cincinnati, and mind you, they're still trying like hell. They need a bunch of things to happen. They need some teams to lose out. They need to win out, but they can still get into the playoffs. And Joe Burrow and Chase are going to do everything in their power to make sure that happens. Chase Brown coming at his own. He's been a top running back, top threat, whether receiving or running the ball, has been nasty. So, T. Higgins back putting in work, bro. I do like the Bengals, dude. I think the Bengals dog walk them. Honestly, I think they cover.
I wouldn't be surprised.
I think it'll get out of hand, bro. But I'm going under just because I don't think the Browns are gonna score shit, dude. I don't think they're gonna score. I don't think they score. Maybe they'll be lucky to score a touchdown offensively. No lie.
Probably 10.
I was going to say 10 at least.
Bengals dog walk them.
Well, I think the Bengals might be able to dog walk them, but I don't know. But headed to the next game, we got Tennessee headed into Indianapolis, where Indianapolis is favored by 3.5. That over under is 42.5. Will Levis got benched. He's getting benched. So Mason
quarterback's getting benched left and right this week, dude. That's the.
Who they running with now?
Mason Rudolph.
Back to Mason.
Yep. I don't know, man.
I don't see how anybody picked him up because he didn't do nothing.
I thought he was all right with Pittsburgh. I thought he was all right when they needed him.
Man,
he's no fucking like. He's not. He
Mason Rudolph.
Listen, it was him, Trubisky, and who the other clown was over there.
Ben?
Nah, last year.
Who was it?
It was Trubisky, it was Rudolph, and it was somebody else.
Shit, who was that? I can't even think.
Because they played all three of them. They played all three quarterbacks.
It was Fields.
No, he was with Chicago.
No, not Fields. Not Fields. God damn it. I don't know. It'll come to us, but
yeah.
Dude, I don't have to think that much about this game, man. You bench and you go to Rudolph now, and you're benching all these quarterbacks. Will Levis has been stinking up the joint, dude. He has games where he looks good, and then he looks like shit again. I can't get a beat on it. Tennessee's bad. They're a bad football team, man. Their defense tries to do stuff to keep them in games, bro, and then it never pans out. And then now out of the last 2 out of the 3 weeks, their defense has allowed 42 and 37 points.
Kenny Pickett.
Kenny Pickett.
Not to interrupt you.
You're right.
But I can't get a make on this, man. The Colts, you are seeing fight from them. They are trying to do something now. They were outmatched in that game versus the Broncos last week, but obviously they're also trying to make a late playoff push. Tennessee's not really playing for anything. I'm just completely disregarding the teams this week that really ain't playing for nothing because, I don't have nothing. They have nothing, to really play for at this point. So, at this point, I just feel like the teams who are hungry and chasing something, they have more to lose, and, I expect more from them this week. Obviously, I'm going with the Colts to win this game. I'm taking the Colts. I don't know. I think Tennessee can cover that 3.5. I don't like 3.5. I like 3. I don't like 3.5. And I'm going under. Not a whole lot of score in this game.
Bro, I'm going with Tennessee with this one. Just because Anthony Richardson has the worst completion percentage, bro, since Ryan Leaf. They got Ryan Leaf,
damn.
Keely Smith, bro. He like right in the middle of all them. Tim Tebow.
It's
Keely
bad
Smith,
when you gotta call him out.
Ryan
That's
Leaf.
bad.
You right,
Yeah.
you right in the middle of all those guys, bro, with inefficiencies. So I'm not gonna go with them this game, bro. I feel like Tennessee can run the ball. The defense still strong, you know. But the last game, they was like, oh, they defense soft, whatever. So the coordinator say, hey, I'm gonna show y'all that these guys ain't soft. So I believe them. I believe that
he was all
show.
pissed off.
Man, he was heated.
Yeah, he was.
I like them boys or whatever. I like them offensively too. Rudolph definitely got to get those guys involved. Calvin Ridley, Hines, or whatever his name is. Pollard, got to get him. Spears, I think his name is the backup running back. He's playing hard. He's been getting a lot of catches or whatever out the backfield. So I feel like those boys will run one up. They'll run it up.
Yeah, I think I'm going to take Tennessee also.
Sam, you going over or under?
I'm going to go to under on that one.
All right, go ahead, Wes. My bad.
No, you're good. I forgot. I didn't think he was done, or I thought he was done. Yeah, I'm going to take Tennessee with this one. Just like you said, Anthony Richards got one of the worst completion percentages in the history of the game. And I think Mason Rudolph will play decent against a Colts team. Now, if this was like a Chiefs team or Philly team, no shot in hell. But against a Colts team, I think he'll do all right enough to where he'll be able to get people involved. Tony Pollard, hand the ball off him. I think he might have a pretty decent game. Calvin Ridley, and I think he'll have a decent game. So I'm going to take Tennessee. I'm going to take the over-under. I'll take the under on that one. I don't think there'll be a lot of points scored, but I think Tennessee will be able to get that.
Yeah, wow. I don't think Rudolph gonna do anything. I think he's gonna get sacked like 4 or 5 times.
He may.
Throw him for like $160.
I feel like this is a toss up because they're both shitty teams. But
right,
yeah,
but their offensive roster, bro, is pretty solid on both sides. They're both solid, bro. But Anthony Richardson gonna give you a pick. He gonna give you a fumble. He gonna do at least one fumble.
Oh yeah, they both. It's Christmas time. They both gonna be giving each other gifts now.
Right.
You know, it's that that gift exchange all day with this game. But we're spending too much time talking about it. Wes, save us. Next game.
Yeah, let's get the fuck off this one. Next one, we got the LA Rams headed to the New York Jets, where the Rams are favored by 3. That over-under is 46.5. This is another one of those games where if I would have not listened to Sam, I wouldn't have got this pick last week when I chose the Jets. They barely pulled it off though. Rams coming off a loss.
Rams coming off that win versus the Niners.
Oh yeah, I was thinking of the previous week.
Rams won 3 in a row now.
Yeah. That's right, because they beat Buffalo. That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Dang, I'm gonna take the Rams on this one. I still don't trust the Jets. I don't trust Aaron Rodgers. I think he's washed.
Good game against Jaguars though. He had a good game against the Jaguars.
Whoop-de-doo, Basil.
Wow.
So I'm gonna take the Rams. Are going to cover that 3, and I'll take the 46.5. I'll take the over on that.
I like the Rams. Too.
You said you got the Rams covering and going over. I'm sorry.
Yes, sir.
And over.
Yes.
Go ahead, Sam.
Yeah, I like the Rams, man. Rams offense, man, still looking super good. Defensively, bro, they've gotten that stuff together a lot better. They've been a lot better in these last maybe like 6-7 weeks, bro. They haven't been getting blowed out. They haven't been allowing a lot of points and stuff, except for that Buffalo game. But man, they scored more points.
It's Buffalo,
right? So they're gonna definitely do what they need to do. Just offensively, bro, I just think they're just so much superior, bro, than these Jets teams. You know what I'm saying? This Jet team has it on paper, but they just don't get that stuff done, man.
Mm-mm.
You got Brees Hall that I haven't heard, bro. I haven't heard
I've
his
heard
name,
shit out of him all
bro.
season.
Bro, in like forever, bro. Like
Yeah.
I don't understand how you got such a monster, bro, and freaking don't use him. You got the Allen guy now. Allen's the main guy. And like I say, man, Aaron Rodgers, man, for real. Like you just being fluky now, bro. Give it
He's
up,
washed,
dog.
bro. He's
Give it up.
washed.
You gotta give that stuff up, bro. You gotta give it up. You made your money. You one of the greatest of all time, bro. You gotta give that stuff up, bro, because you're not putting out a good product no more. You know what I'm saying? When the quality product, bro, man, goes down, bro, nobody wants a part of that stuff.
Hey man, he'll be
You
back
know
next
that.
year. He'll be back next year.
Nah, I
He's
doubt
gonna
that.
take another trip to Egypt. He's gonna go into the darkness, and then he's gonna come back.
I don't think so. I think this might be it. The way he talking,
Hey
but
man,
like I said, I still think the Jets are covered because he still has that hunger a little bit or whatever. But like I said, the team is not following his lead.
he's not.
Jets
I
cover
feel like-
3.
Yeah, the 3. I feel like he'll cover the 3. They'll cover the 3, and I like the over on that. Rams, any game the Rams play, I'm taking the over because man, they're gonna put up their
They can
part.
put some
You feel
points
me?
up. Yep.
Right.
Yeah, right now, I can agree with you on the points. I'm going over as well. I think there's going to be points scored, but I think last week when when the Jets won that game, dude, and finally it was impressive nonetheless because Devontae Adams, I don't think he had a catch in the first half, man.
Mm-hmm.
And then in the second half to come out and ball, and then how many yards did he finish with last week?
196.
Yeah,
2
I mean,
touchdowns. I think 5-6 catches.
it was kind of good to see that for Devontae. I ain't really ever been a fan as they were Packers and all that, but it's just good to see him, one of the best ever do it. Aaron Rodgers, like he has a different mentality that makes you like have a disdain for him. You see him
Yeah,
and
he
Ryan
does,
Clark
doesn't
going
he?
back at it.
Oh my
You know,
God.
like him and Ryan Clark going back at it
Yeah,
right now. That's hilarious. I like the bicker, and that's hilarious. But from a football standpoint, yeah, they look better last week, albeit versus the Jaguars. It took anything and everything you had to beat the Jaguars. You know,
With Matt Jones too. You know.
very true. And no Evan Ingram and all that. Obviously, the Jags ain't the Jags this year. But the Rams, obviously, like we said, they've won 3 in a row now. They are leading their division, and right now, it looks like it's going to be them, dude. The Cardinals are doing their usual bullshit.
Yep.
The 49ers are banged up, and they got players quitting on them. You know what I mean? In Seattle, you got Geno Smith banged up. We're going to talk about the Seahawks game here in a minute, but I mean, the Rams, it's in prime position. You got to win this game. I think they win. I think they cover the 3 and then some, and I'm going over the 46.5. And they did that shit, and they fucked fantasy owners like me up with Cooper Kupp not even throwing, like, no catches, nothing. First time in like 4 or 5 years
He's not
that shit's
having a
happened.
good
Like,
season. I know
wow,
he was out.
unbelievable.
I know he
That
was
shit
out
has
a
me
little
so
bit.
irritated. But
Yeah.
Rams looking good though, and they're gonna, make a push, and they're probably gonna win that division, bro.
All right, let's move on to the next game. Another divisional game. We got Philly headed into the nation's capital, playing the Commandos, where Philly is favored by 3.5. That over/under is 45.5. I'm definitely taking the over on this game. Philly, man. What I say last week, they're going to come out and they're going to throw the ball all over the place, especially to A.J. Brown. And what he got a touchdown earlier in the game. Well, not early in the game, but like in the first half or whatever. Shut him up a little bit, made him happy. Jalen Hurts gets on the press conference and what he say? Is that what you guys wanted? So I mean, there's a lot of drama. I don't want to say a lot of drama, but there's drama on and off for Philly, and for some reason it's working for them, and they keep winning. Washington, we didn't expect them to be where they are with a first-year quarterback in Jaden Daniels. I'm going Philly, man. Kind of like the Chiefs. Until you beat them, I got to pick them. Saquon Barkley might run all over these the Commandos. I don't know. Philly's just a really good team.
You got them covering 3.5?
Yeah, I got them covering the 3.5, but I got it going over.
Go ahead, Sam.
Bro, I think Washington gonna beat these guys. I think they're gonna catch them slipping because nobody's talking about Washington anymore.
Right, you're right.
But they still rolling. What's their record right now? What, 9 and something or 8 and something?
9-5.
9-5.
95,
Yep.
bro, which is a very good record for this Washington team that everybody counted out in the beginning of the season. You know, they still putting up offense. McLaurin had 2 touchdowns, 2 big touchdowns last week.
Yeah, he played really well last week.
He's still doing numbers.
He's been playing good all year.
Bro,
once they figured it out.
All year, bro. So Brian Robinson Jr., he been doing this thing. Like all those guys been doing their thing, bro. Ertz had the concussion, so he was limited today in practice or whatever, but I believe he's gonna pass the protocols, so he got to get checked out or whatever these last couple of days. So that's gonna be big for him. Defense been holding that stuff down or whatever. Not great, but not terrible. And I feel like it's just gonna be enough, bro. Division game. You know, they lost one close game. They pulled it out or whatever. That last game that they played in Philly, they pulled it out late. But I feel like this game, I feel like they can handle business. You know, Washington, man, Jaden Daniels, bro, is one of the top young quarterbacks out here, bro, and he's still handling business. As long as he don't get hurt, bro, I feel like he's good. You know, Philly's still strong. They still going to do their thing or whatever. A lot of points scored, so I'm going to over. But I feel like Washington going to pull this one off, bro, in Washington.
You know, I'm not the one to question you on calling your upsets. You've been on fire with them lately, bro. But got to tell you, I don't see this one going like that, though. The thing that concerns me with Washington is like last week when we were just talking about the Saints ended up beating them 20-19. I mean, you let them come back, a bad Saints team. You let them come back, no quarterback. I mean, a shell of what they're supposed of how they started the season. Remember, like the first 2-3 games, like I don't even think they punted or some shit. Like they was smoking,
Saints started
bro.
off on fire.
And Shaheed got hurt and everything went to hell. But anyways. Washington does really good, but I'm looking at their last 5 games. Saints, Titans, Cowboys, Eagles, Steelers. Obviously, you can beat the Saints, you can beat the Titans. You didn't even beat the Cowboys. Obviously, they showed up that night, but you lost to the Eagles that game, obviously, like we just talked about, and you lost to the Steelers. So when you face, tougher competition, they don't get their ass whooped in a sense. I think they had their ass whooped, maybe one time this year, maybe not even once, like ass whooping. But when you play higher quality teams, like better teams, they usually, they lose them games. They're close. They make it interesting. And, yeah.
Besides the first game of the season, they lost by 17, but.
Okay, there's an ass whooping. I'm looking at this game, not even so much about Washington, though. I'm looking at Philly, bro. And I see Philly. Philly right now, I'll put it to you like this. Before this year started, when we did our Super Bowl picks, mine was the Detroit Lions versus the Kansas City Chiefs going to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Right.
Not going to be the Super Bowl, fellas. It's not going to be that. Super Bowl this year is going to be the Eagles versus the Bills.
Probably.
Eagles are rolling right now. You heard it here first. I'm telling you right now, I'm calling an audible. Stick with my picks, in the books, but it's what I'm seeing now. If I had to pick today, that's who I'm picking,
yeah, I'd be
bro.
right there with
Eagles are rolling. They're trying to get that number 1 seed. Everybody expects. They know they expect Detroit to lose a game, whatever. But as long as Philly takes care of their own business, they're going to be in prime position for it. I think they will. I think they win here. I think they cover the points, bro. I will take the points. I will take it. I think they win by a touchdown. 4 points in a big asking price, and I like it to go over. I think both teams score here, man. Score. I think it'll be interesting.
Definitely.
All right. Next game. Last 1 o'clock game. Arizona heads to Carolina. Arizona is favored by 5. Over unders 47.5. Let's not spend too much time on this.
Yeah, can we please speed pick it?
I'm taking Arizona cover under.
I just want to say one thing. Did you hear that Leggett was betting on games? Did he get suspended for that? Or was that fake news?
I didn't hear anything about that.
Either.
I heard he eats raccoons.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did say that.
Okay, so that might be fake news then or whatever. So he had made Made a bet
Clickbait,
or whatever.
gotcha.
That's why he hadn't dropped that pass against Kansas City or whatever. He had a bet that the
God,
Chiefs had won.
Sam, chill out, bro.
Hey, that's what they said. But like, man, I still like the Panthers, bro. I like the Panthers to win this one. I like the Panthers to beat Arizona. Arizona is a shell of themselves right now. Man, Panthers been doing good work, bro. They just been losing. They just haven't been doing enough to win. I feel like they're gonna get that next win. Arizona they're not active right now. They gave Bubba Baker all that bread though, so he's gonna be
Good to see him get paid.
Mhm.
If you're not gonna send him to a contender, pay the man.
Mm-hmm.
Good to see him get paid. We advocated for that before the season. Continue though.
Yep, but that's what I like. I like Panthers cover. Well,
they're
Panthers,
the underdogs.
they're underdogs, yeah. The
Mm.
Panthers, and I like the under. I like the under.
Last week I went on here. I picked the Patriots over the Cardinals because I'm sick of picking the Cardinals, and I can't just dissect them, and you can't count on them.
Yeah.
Whatever. And what did I say when I picked them? I said they probably won't beat the Patriots, but you know what?
Right.
They don't. Fuck it. Pick well wasted. I'll take the Panthers. I'm going under as well. The Panthers, they have been close. These games. Obviously, they lost last one to the Cowboys. That was their biggest loss they've had in a while. But before that, you lose to the Eagles. By one score. You lose to the Bucks by a field goal. Lose to the Chiefs by a field goal. You've lost 4 straight now. They're due for a win. They've actually been playing more consistent than the Cardinals right now from a football standpoint. I like the Panthers to win this game. I think Bryce Young goes out and he shows up. Kyler Murray has a better game than Kyler Murray. Like, yo, y'all don't sleep on me. Remember me. You heard it here first, bro. And you in my house. We in Carolina. Run it up. Panthers winning this game. I'm going under.
All right. First 4:00 game. We got the Vikings headed to Seattle. They were at home last week. Minnesota's favored by 3. That over under is 42.5. I mean, like you said, Geno's banged up. I haven't heard anything of him not playing this game. But if he's banged up, I think that's going to limit him. Minnesota, I think they're a sleeper team. I think they've been playing really well all season. Addison has been going off. Obviously, Justin Jefferson's had himself a year. Sam Darnold is looking he's looking better than he's ever looked. That defense is pretty solid. I think I'm going Minnesota on this one. I'm not going to spend a lot of time. Minnesota, they're going to cover the 3, and I'm going to go over.
Yeah, definitely going with Minnesota on this. It's not much to say, bro. Like the boys they're rolling. Offensively, they're rolling. Defensively, they're rolling. Aaron Jones ain't really been doing that much though, whatever. So they're gonna have to definitely get him to impact the game, either pass catching out the backfield or definitely running that route, bro. Because in the beginning of the season, he was freaking going, bro, like 130, 160. Now is like he not doing too much of nothing, but it'll be all right. I still feel like they're gonna roll with it. Sam Darnold, whatever, he's gonna be up and down, whatever these next couple games, especially playing that last game against y'all. So I'm gonna still go with Minnesota. I'm gonna say they're gonna cover, and I'm gonna go to over.
Yeah, Minnesota's obviously playing better football right now than Seattle. Seattle's getting some players back from injury, but Seattle has been playing decent, though, outside of the last game with the Packers. They were just outmatched there. Before that, they'd won 4 games in a row and making a play for it, but I don't trust the health of Geno Smith. I do think he will not be able to do or be his normal self. I do think, on the flip side, if you're Minnesota, this is a good game to try to, try to run, essentially. Seattle's not that strong in defending the run. And, and let your boys eat, man. Jordan Addison's coming on strong when you give him options. Obviously, they've had Hockenson back now. Mm-hmm. Jefferson's going to get his. A great tribute thing I've seen that they did to Randy Moss. I like that shit. Shout out Randy Moss battling this cancer, man. But stuff like that is dope, man. And I just think they're motivated right now. They're locked in. They got their eyes on the prize, and I like them to win this game. I like Minnesota to cover, and I'm going under the 42.5.
All right. Before we get to the next game, I just want to say I want to give a shout out to baby Alexis on Twitch for the follow. Much appreciated. I also want to send a shout out to Chavez1313 on TikTok, a loyal fan out there.
Hell yeah.
He's made a couple comments asking if the Giants should throw the game, this week or not. I said they should, just so they can get a better pick. And I said I don't think they'll throw it, but
they're gonna do it. They're gonna throw it whether they try to or not.
Yeah, exactly. So I just want to give those two a shout out. Blake on YouTube says Merry Christmas, and just so you know, we are. So
we know who y'all are.
Yeah,
y'all better win some playoff games.
Just want to give a shout out to those people and say thank you for watching. Thanks for the follow, listen, like, and subscribe, and share.
Yes, sir.
The next game we got.
Appreciate y'all.
Yes, sir. New England heads into Buffalo. Buffalo is favored by 14 points. That over-under is 46.5. Not going to spend a lot of time. I'm taking Buffalo. I think New England will cover the 14 though, and I'm going to go over.
I got that exact same thing. Exactly. Division game. That's the only reason why.
Buffalo's just on a tear, man. Like Jordan said.
I know it.
I don't know.
Bro, I think the Bills win this game by at least 14 points. I don't think they're going to do that busting a sweat. They could do that and have Josh Allen on the bench in the third quarter of this game. If this shit plays out right. I don't know, man. I'll take the 14. I like them covering. I'm going over. I think they're going to score a lot of points on the Patriots, assert their dominance. Division game or not, the level of separation between these two teams, bro, and I don't want to get too much into it, but Patriots have problems. At least you have your quarterback. I don't even know if you're going to have your coach or anything else like that moving forward, but one thing New England, that you have locked in is Drake May. He's good. He can be that franchise quarterback. I think he will be moving forward, but Buffalo's on another planet right now as far as I'm concerned, bro. I'm picking them. I'm picking Philly every week in, week out, into this season, bro. They ain't fucking around, bro. They're not playing. They're not fucking playing, dude. Neither one of them.
Bills are very serious this year.
They're not playing, bro. I'm taking Buffalo to cover. I'm going over. Next game.
All right. Jacksonville heads into Las Vegas. Las Vegas is only favored by 1.5. That over under is 40.5.
That shit's wild. When I wrote that shit down, the Raiders were favored by 0.5 point, bro. I've never seen that shit. 0.5 point. What is this? The fucking NBA? Yeah. I've never seen that in the NFL.
Right.
And the over under was 39.5.
Well, Vegas decided to give some. I don't know.
So Raiders favored by 1.5, and it's 40.5 now.
Yes, sir.
Okay. God,
who the fuck is the quarterback? Is that Aiden O'Connell still?
No, they went with Ritter last week.
Oh, that's right. You're right. They did, and they almost won. So, what you guys remember that game? They went for 2 and they lost it because they didn't convert the 2-point conversion. I think they should have kicked the field goal and went into overtime, but I get it. I'm gonna take Las Vegas in this. If they play the way they did last week, I think they'll be able to beat Jacksonville. Jacksonville is just not very good. Neither one of these teams are very good, but like I said, if Las Vegas plays like they did last week, I think they'll be able to beat Jacksonville. So I'm going to take Raiders. Obviously, I'll take the 1.5. I'm gonna go under on this one.
Well, I'm gonna tell you about the Jaguars. Jaguars gonna put up a little bit of offense, but the Raiders, man, play defense, man, so good for 3 quarters, bro.
Max Crosby's out. He's done for the season.
Yeah, that's right. He's still done.
That's right. I forgot.
But they got so many guys or whatever that they plug and play on that Raiders defense, bro. It's ridiculous. Bro, they're getting sacks, they getting all these plays, man. They're getting involved. I like the way their defense is playing or whatever, but like I said, in the fourth quarter, they lose steam. You know what I'm saying? So they're not getting to the quarterback as much. Matt Jones has been playing better in the third and fourth quarter. So whatever, take it as you want to or whatever. I just don't feel like the Raiders going to finish the game off. They should win this game, in Las Vegas, but I feel like the Jaguars gonna pull this one off, and I'm gonna go with the over on it.
Okay. So there's an upset pick. All right, man. Yeah, they in the last couple games, like in their defense, Mac Jones definitely has been playing better. They had that win versus the Titans, which they should have lost that game, but they won it, and then that close one down to the wire versus the Jets last week. I'm looking at Vegas though. With a standpoint, I think they'll score because they have more firepower on offense. Even with Ritter, getting his feet wet in there, maybe it'd be more comfortable now. You're not really facing a whole legitimate threat on defense being
Right.
against the Jaguars this season. And Jacoby Myers has been coming in his own, one of the hottest receivers.
Right.
When the ball's thrown
He
his
hasn't
way,
dropped a pass yet this season.
and then not to mention Brock Bowers too. So even though you don't got a run game,
Big Brock.
Ritter can run a little bit. He can get it to. I don't know, man. I like the Raiders in this game. I like the Raiders. I like them to cover. I'm going over.
All right, next game we got San Fran heads to Miami. Miami's favored by 1 point. That over-under is 44.5. And these teams had so much promise and so much high expectations at the beginning of the season.
Yeah, they did.
And they both just have shit the bed. I think Miami has been a little bit better than San Fran since Tua came back from his concussion and stuff. But Tyreek Hill hasn't really played. He hasn't done shit for me in fantasy this season. I don't think Waddle. I don't think Waddle's
ready to go, coach.
Yeah, I don't think Waddle's had that great of a season. He's had moments where, he's looked like himself, but
Man, he left hurt again.
Yeah, he did leave hurt. You're right. San Fran, they're just injury riddled. Brock Purdy, even though we talked about it last week, he's going to get the bag after the season. I'm not sure whether they should give that to him yet or not. Maybe they should franchise tag him or something for 1 year.
He's getting it, bro. He's getting that bag.
I'm gonna go San Fran on this one, man. I think they just got a better coach, and that's going to prove to be the denominator to win this game. I like McDaniel, but I mean he's no fucking.
Let me hit my vape in honor of him real quick. You going over or under?
Yeah. Vape, Mr. Vape. Yeah, man. I'm gonna take San Francisco. Obviously, I'm gonna take San Francisco, and I'll take the 22. I'll take the under on that. Before either one of you guys start, got a score update. 25-24 Chargers. They just scored. Take the lead in the fourth quarter.
It's on and popping.
Yeah.
Are the Chargers gonna pull through? What the hell is gonna go on, bro?
That was a nice.
Where'd Sam go, bro? Did Sam go to sleep
man.
already?
His bedtime or something?
Bro, nobody gave you permission to clock out, bro. Nah. Technical difficulties, ladies and gentlemen. We apologize.
Don't we all know about that?
Yeah, we go through it sometimes. Tis the season, though. Let's not be Grinchmas. 49ers Dolphins, man. I don't know, man. Like, it's so hard to get a grasp of these Dolphins, bro, because I thought they were gonna start doing something. They won those few games and they finally lost to the Packers, which is like, okay, they're finally overmatched. We expected that. And then, they beat the Jets in overtime. And then they what was that shit last week versus the Texans, bro?
Yeah, they
like
shit
that's
the bed
crazy.
On that one, man.
You don't they didn't show up, man. And then I'm looking at a San Francisco team that after what happened last week with dude quitting on the field, bro, I just think that's gonna light something in those players, bro, and they're gonna be like, all right. And I think they're gonna try to make an example out of Miami and put their foot down and be like, look, we are the Niners, we
are the standard.
This is how it's supposed to be done. Like, we don't need that motherfucker. So I expect a lot from their defense this game, man. I'm liking the Niners. I'm with you on that, bro. I'm liking the Niners in this game. And I'm going under, bro. Not a whole.
I just don't think
a lot of points. The Niners are on their third or their fourth string running back. That Garendo dude who's like their third string. He's out. Not supposed to be playing this game. So I don't know. We'll see what they can do, man. But yeah, I think that'll light something in San Francisco, and I think that they can pull it off, man. Welcome back to work, Sam Bam. I thought
Welcome
you
back.
clocked out already.
Welcome back.
I don't know what happened with my internet, man. Had them blanked out on me for a second, but I'm back.
You back.
Can't get rid of me that easily.
There you go. So we left off at 49ers at Dolphins, bro. Dolphins favored by 1.5. Over-unders 44.5 points. Who you got?
I just don't think the Dolphins are that good. They've been doing better, but like I say, the defense, bro, gonna always leave them in the dirt, bro. So that was the biggest issue coming into the season, bro. You got all the offense, man. You ain't put no money on that defense. And that's what's going to kill you, dog, in these later games. So everybody trying to be hungry. San Francisco, I feel, is still hungry. They even got the third string running back, Garoppolo, or what his name is.
That's what I just said. Garendo, he's out now.
Oh, he's out now, too?
He's out. He's going to probably miss the game. So now they're on their fourth string. I don't even know who it's going to be. I didn't even look up his name.
I don't even know. I don't know what they're doing right now. I guess Jennings going to have a great game, but I'm still going with the 49ers. I'm still going with the 49ers.
Patrick Taylor.
There you go.
I don't even know who that is.
That's the only
over or under.
back.
I'm going to go under.
Yep.
We're
on the exact same page with that one for that upset pick. So, All right, we got 2 games left, man. We got the Sunday night and the Monday night.
All right, the Sunday night game is Tampa
And this
Bay.
Yeah, and this is our gift card giveaway game. So pay attention, y'all. You can win a free gift card giveaway to this game. We need to know your email address. We need to know who's going to win this game. We need to know the total amount of points. Run it up, Wes.
Yeah, so Tampa heads into Dallas, where Tampa Bay is favored by 4. That over-under is 48.5. You go first, Sam, so I can...
Y'all been looking real.
Back at you.
Hey man, y'all been looking real good lately offensively. You know, Dowell been running the ball. CeeDee Lamb been getting his stuff or whatever. Y'all got Cooper Rush back there, whatever. Y'all ain't really missed the beat on the offensive side that much. I mean, Parsons, he running off the field still.
He had a game last week.
Yeah, but he running off the field, though. He's still crying like a baby or whatever, man. I don't know what it is. But, you know, when we play Dallas, bro, man, this is almost like a division game, bro. We only play y'all a couple times out the year, whatever. It seems like we've been playing more lately.
Yep.
You know, if it's in the playoffs, if it's, you know, like it seems like every year, whatever, we play y'all, bro. The last couple years or whatever before this year, we played y'all twice. We played y'all in the playoffs, and we played y'all like first game of the season. You know what I'm saying? We've been whipping y'all last. Y'all whooped us the last time with our Brady last game.
yeah, we
but
did.
We really been handling y'all boys. So, man, Mike Evans, man, going for that 1K, bro, for the 11th straight year.
How far off is he?
He needs 200 and. Man, you crazy? 3 games?
Yeah, 3 games. Yeah, you're right. Yeah,
like 230 something, 270 something, or whatever. He needs like 84 yards.
So he needs about 251 or so.
But we'll get that, man. We're gonna get most of that stuff on y'all because Trayvon Diggs. Diggs out. Yeah, he's out. Man, a lot of y'all guys defensively in the secondary or whatever, not really doing much, man. It's going to be our front 7 that's going to try to get through. But our offense right now, bro, is on fire. Running game, we like 4th in the league. Passing game, we like 3rd in the league. And Baker Mayfield, man, is on fire right now, too. If he's healthy, because he didn't practice today. But, you know, hey, man, we still can run the ball on y'all. Defensively or whatever, I feel like we can shut down CD. Maybe for like 2 or 3 quarters or whatever. He definitely gonna get some yards though. And I feel like y'all offense gonna still do a little something. So I'm gonna go with Tampa. I'm gonna say y'all gonna cover, and I'm gonna go to over on that one, bro. It's gonna be a lot of points scored, 50 plus points scored. I'm saying 27, 24, something like that. Y'all boys still got heart, man. Like y'all trying to win, go to the playoffs, but pretty much statistically, y'all are dead. That's it. Y'all dead clock, straight up.
All right. I agree with everything you said. Hey man, what I say? I hope Dallas loses every fucking game of the season. This game, I'd actually like for them to win, but I'm not choosing them to win.
You ain't rolling with your boys,
I'm
bro.
not.
That's wild.
Man, I don't trust them. I do not trust them. Micah Parsons, he hasn't had that great of a season. Granted, he was injured a little bit. If he gets double teamed, he's no Aaron Donald, where he can get double teamed, triple teamed, quadruple teamed, and he's still going to find a way to the quarterback. Micah Parsons isn't that. He's not quite there. Maybe
Right.
maybe in a couple years once he, can. Maybe he needs to be. Maybe he needs to train with Aaron Donald, learn some secrets or some shit. I don't know. But double teamed or anything else like that, he gets hemmed up. He can't do anything. We got Cooper Rush back there. He's no Dak Prescott. Yeah, he knows his offense like the back of his hand because he's been there for a grip, and he's been playing all right. But CD Lamb alone is not enough to carry this team against a solid team. Maybe against a Jacksonville or something like that. Yeah, but against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, I don't think so. Baker Mayfield, best year of his entire career in the
Live
NFL.
it.
Yeah.
Mike Evans.
Oh,
Mike Evans missed how many games did he miss?
like 4 games, like 4 or 5 games.
Yeah, he acts like he hasn't missed skipped a beat.
Still.
Yeah, he acts like
Mhm.
he's been playing the entire season.
Right.
Your running backs, Bucky Irvin, he's been having a really
Fire.
good year. Yeah. Your
Killing
defense, I think would be good enough to hold us to enough points to where you can outscore us. I'm just being realistic, man. I'd love to see I'd like to see the Dallas Cowboys win this game. Even though I just said I hope they fucking lose every game. That's just
Mhm.
because I hate them and love them at the same time. But I'm going to go Tampa Bay. They're going to cover this. They're going to cover the 4 points. But I'm going to take the over.
Bro, our defense been so crucial, bro. With fucking Vita Vea,
Yep.
Cansey, Yaya Diaby, and then Levante David, man, playing like he in this second year. You feel me? This man like 10, 11 years deep, bro. Still freaking taking over, bro. 100 tackles, 3 sacks, bro. 3 forced fumbles, bro. Like this man is freaking just wrecking havoc, bro, wherever he goes. It's so crazy, bro. And we did all that stuff to that offense at the Chargers
Mm-hmm.
that I said, bro. I was telling you, dog, that offense ain't it, bro. For real, y'all gotta find some other pieces. Y'all gotta find some receivers. Man, shut them boys down, man. Sack, bro. Everything, bro. They was killing them boys, bro.
Yeah.
Second half, man, we took that stuff to a whole new
I
level,
think-
bro.
I think Tampa Bay could be a sleeper team to make a decent run in the playoffs.
We'll win one. We'll definitely win one.
Well,
but like I
one
said,
win
those
for sure.
injuries. But our injuries, man, it's gonna hurt us, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. And like in the deep run, yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's it. But I don't know.
Well-
but like I said, I'm feeling this right now, bro. Just because Baker is freaking handling business,
I love that
and
guy.
our running game is keeping us balanced. That you can't tell what we're about to do. With Bucky Irvin freaking 100 yards this game and 120 this game and 189 yards from scrimmage the game before that. Like, bro, like then White came in one game or whatever. He gets 100, you know what I'm saying, 100 plus or whatever from scrimmage. Bro, like, how do you stop all that stuff and trying to stop Evans? And then Jalen McMillan out here trying to catch touchdowns and stuff now too. The rookie that we just picked up from Washington. Man, come on, bro. Like, this stuff coming together at the right time. We gotta do this stuff. Defense man, the young guys, defense and all that stuff, bro. Man, come on, bro. We was doing everything that we need to at the right time. In a winnable schedule to win out, win a division. Atlanta still trying to pick up the pieces. If they lose one more game, bro, they basically out of the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
They out of that shit.
Yeah, unless you guys lost out and a bunch of
Right.
other shit. But yeah, it's
Mm-hmm.
yeah. This one though, dude, I can't really look. I think the highest point of the Cowboys in recent games has been Rico Dowdle. And one thing that the Buccaneers do extremely well is like limiting that running back. Like that one specific running back ain't gonna get off like in our ass like that. Like it's just not gonna happen. Like we're gonna shut that shit down, make you beat us another way. They can with CD Lamb. Obviously, Tampa Bay has weaknesses in corners. We talk about it all the time. I would definitely expect Cooper Rush to be looking towards CeeDee Lamb a lot more than usual. He needs to be. But like you guys went over, Tampa Bay's offense is just too potent for them, man. They can't. I don't think Dallas is going to be able to do enough to stop them, or even they're just going to have to do their best to maintain them at certain
Right.
points. This is a home game in Dallas. This is a night game, prime time. You're facing the Cowboys in prime time. The Bucks are going to try to make an example out of the Cowboys.
Hell yeah.
Here. They are going to try
Put
to
everybody
beat
on
them by
notice.
50. Exactly, to put everybody on notice on prime time, grandest stage of them all. And I just think they have enough to do it. And if they weren't, they weren't dangerous enough passing the ball recently to Jalen McMillan, like you just talked about, coming on strong, and Mike Evans being Mike Evans and them guys stepping up. But last game, dude, I'm looking at the rushing last game versus the Chargers, a top premier defense. You got Bucky Irving, 15 carries, 117 yards. You had Rashad White, 15 carries, 64 yards. As a team, they ran for 223
yards. Exactly.
You have a team like this
Come on.
with a top passing offense, and now they're finally able to run the ball with numbers like that against quality competition defense.
The number one defense. We had 505 yards total offense on the number one defense, bro, at their spot. Come on, bro. That's a statement. That's it, man. Punch it down now.
I think even if Cooper Rush and them had the game of his life, even not that because they scored 30 last week on the Panthers, but I'll be the Panthers. But even when they dropped 34 on the Commanders and they beat them, a whole new matchup. I understand that, but even
that was a lot of fluky stuff, though. That was a lot of fluky
even
stuff.
if he doesn't, even if they score 30, 34, I don't think if a game came out of that kind of situation, I don't think nothing would stop Tampa from scoring 40.
Mm-hmm.
So I like Tampa winning this. I like them covering the 4. I think they'll win by at least a touchdown, man. Defense hurt, not pat. Cooper Rush is decent, but he's so limited, bro. They only trust him throwing that ball about 8 yards or less every so often. Occasional shot. You don't see a whole lot of crazy shit because they don't want him to turn the ball over because he doesn't see the field that great. So
and we got Trayvon Diggs is out too. He's up for the rest of the season.
Yep.
That might be a good thing for you.
True.
Right.
Yeah.
But I like the Bucks to win. I like them covering. I'm going over the 48.5. Definitely points scored.
We got J Dub on YouTube saying, "How about them Eagles? Cowboys are all in, and Micah Parsons isn't even Brandon Graham." We got Chavez 1313 on TikTok saying after Parsons' comments about Eagles, Tampa needs to wax that ass.
We will.
Marcus on TikTok, Houston at KC or Bengals at Browns. Not sure what.
For defense.
I'm assuming. I'm gonna take KC. I'm gonna take KC out of all those defenses.
Hell yeah.
Thanks for the comment, Marcus. Thanks for the comment, Chavez and J Dub.
Appreciate y'all. Hey, rewind it in the stream, J Dub. We went over the Eagles game, bro. You missed it.
Yeah.
But rewind it. We got one game left. Let's get to it
Monday
so we can wrap up.
Monday
Happy
night.
holidays. Happy holidays to everybody.
Yes,
all our
sir.
viewers. Appreciate y'all comments.
We got the New Orleans Saints headed into Green Bay. Green Bay's favored, another game favored by double digits, 14 points. The over-under's measly 42.5. I'm assuming they think that Green Bay is going to score almost all those points themselves. Not much here to say. Green Bay at home. 14 points is a lot. I know it's the Saints. Yeah, I'll take them to cover that. Green Bay covering the 14. I'll go over.
Green Bay definitely cover the 14, and I'm gonna go under. I don't think Kamara's playing. He's doubtful right now, so that's 89% of their offense right there. So
I don't know what to expect from them. So they're gonna probably go a Rattler again.
Yep, because Derek Carr's doubtful as well.
Right. Well, yeah, he's done. But
man, did you see the pictures of that other quarterback, man?
Who's
no, he was
finesse
feisty.
Right. Exactly.
Oh yeah. I did see that. I posted that, didn't I? In the
man
group.
Yeah, I think you did. Yeah, I think you did. Yeah, I think that Green Bay wins this game. Obviously, I'm just trying to figure if they'll cover or not, man. Can they do? Because this is supposed to be bad weather, low, maybe snow, rain, night, 30-some degrees. It's gonna be cold. Saints definitely ain't winning this game. It's gonna be the Packers. They're
Not
obviously
at all.
fighting playoff positioning, making a run. They went out. Who knows what can happen with them? But yeah, they're a better team in every regard. Even when the Saints are healthy, you know, their
Uh,
Packers are way better.
Not to interrupt you, we got another comment on TikTok. Chapio 7. Sit 2. Tyreek Hill, Devontae Smith, Keenan Allen, GSN, or Jerry Judy. Sit 2 of those.
I'm sitting Jerry Judy and Devontae Adams, just because of what I seen last week from
Devontae
Adams.
Smith, I'm sorry. I'm not sure if I said Devontae
Bro,
Adams.
fucking the
Devontae
shit up.
Smith.
Reread the question.
Sit 2.
Sit 2 out of who?
Tyreek Hill, Devontae
Yep.
Smith, Keenan Allen, GSN, or Jerry
Jackson
Judy.
Smith and Jigba.
Yeah.
Definitely not him.
I'm sitting Keenan Allen, and I'm
Nah,
sitting.
I'm not sitting Keenan Allen. Hell no.
I'm sitting.
I'm sitting
I'm sitting-
Tyreek and Jerry
I'm,
Judy.
I'm
I'm sitting Judy.
I'm sitting Judy and Judy,
So we all in agreement? Tyreek and Jerry Judy?
not Tyreek.
You said Keenan?
I'm sitting
Tyreek ain't been
Keenan.
doing nothing though. He ain't really
Yep.
been doing nothing much though. And
Yep,
it's
I'm
for the
sitting Keenan and
playoffs.
Judy.
And it's for the playoffs right now.
Keenan and Judy. I don't expect a whole lot from him, bro. I don't expect a whole lot from him. Well,
Thanks for the comment.
I guess the Keenan did tear the Lions up last time. I just think somebody else will do it this time.
I don't think Tyreek is. I got him on my fantasy, and he has not done anything all season. Not a fucking thing. So I would
Yeah,
definitely
he's
sit him. And I know Jerry Judy had that one huge fucking game, but aside from that, he hasn't done shit either.
even facing the Bengals offense. Dorian Thompson-Robinson ain't gonna give him the ball like that, bro.
Yeah.
Not at all.
You know, and then Tyreek Hill. I think Tyreek Hill can do something on the 49ers.
I mean, he
though.
can, yeah, but
He's due for a big game, bro. And Wadd'll probably be hurt, so
I don't
We'll
Shit, maybe
see.
next year.
know. Yeah, next year he'll do good.
Still be due. Past due.
Yeah.
Delinquent.
But there
I'll
you go.
take the pack. I'll
There
take
you-
the Packers to cover.
Yep.
I'm going under. Not a whole lot of points scored by the Saints in this game.
Did you already,
Packers will
pick
score
did you
the
already
field.
make your pick, Sam?
Yeah, we're all picked
Yeah.
up, bro.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, Green Bay. I got Green Bay,
Covers
cover
under.
14 and an under.
I
All
got you
right.
locked in, bro.
Well, that's our picks for this week. What do you guys want to do next week? I know it's Christmas and all that stuff.
We'll see. I'll make an announcement on the channel, but I don't know if we're gonna be able to come on next week with Christmas and I have family here.
If anything,
You know,
I'll
yeah.
come. I'll come. I'll make a video at least Monday or maybe Friday. For
So we'll
my
keep it-
picks, if you guys can't make it, I know you got family and stuff coming in. If you're available, Sam, if you want to do an episode on Friday or Monday or something or whatever, or
Oh yeah, we'll definitely do something.
at least or you guys can give me your picks and I'll make a video and I'll tell everybody all of our picks or whatever you want.
To be determined.
Yeah.
But happy holidays
TBD.
nonetheless. Don't forget to partake in our gift card giveaway. We probably got another one coming up for college football. So let us know what y'all want to do. If y'all like the giveaway format, we got some segments coming in probably the next week or two. I want to do a contenders and pretenders segment maybe next week or week after that or something. We'll just put down some teams we think are legit, watch out for, and the pretenders, maybe the teams that people are hyping up and but they ain't really gonna be about shit, you know what I'm saying? So we'll stay tuned on that. We'll stay loaded in on the Let Loose podcast, man. What was this, episode 95?
96.
96.
Jeez, it's crazy.
96.
Keep it moving. Keep it
Appreciate you,
grooving.
gentlemen.
Yes, sir.
Hell yeah, man. We out of here, man. Let Loose podcast. Holla.